Welcome in, everyone. How are we? I tell you what, it's too bloody hot to be sitting indoors with a hat on. This is the stupidest pissing idea I ever had to have a hat on doing these streams. My word. I'm going to lose about a stun tonight. Hope you're well, guys. Hope you all appreciate this. I was still eating a bowl of bloody macaroni cheese about 2 minutes ago. That's why I'm sweating. Oh, rushing about. Rushing about. How are we all? Welcome in. Good to see you all. Sorry for those of you who were expecting Saxingham on Sunday and Achy Acres on Tuesday, guys. Sorry. One of them things. I did warn you. I did tell you this was going to happen after travelling to Kenya. After every trip, I get ill. So, there we are. But hope you're all good, guys. Hope you can all hear me. Where's chat? Where's B... Hang on. I got a problem with my chat because I can see stuff coming in on the other platform. Oh, that's now caught up. My multi-chat was a bit slow then. I could see on Twitch that Beano was saying hello, but it hadn't come through on my multi-chat. Right, guys, how are we all? How are we? I'm back. Man, barely alive. I'm good. Right. Where the frick did the chat start? I'm trying to scroll up to... Oh, there we go. Right. Welcome in, Dave Bot, Leslie, Daniel, Gareth, Beano... Johnny. Who else we got? Wonder what's going to happen tonight. I ain't got a clue, Dave. I'll not give it any thought. All I have done is installed 3 new quads based on the wonderful Miles' research. He's made sure it works with trailers and stuff because we seem to think it's my... If you were here on the last stream, guys, the somewhat calamitous one. By the way, thank you to all the people who watched it on demand. We've been getting like 3 views an hour on that, on demand, which is mad for a 4-hour unedited live stream. Freaking hell, my head is soaked. I'm only 2 minutes into this stream and my head is soaked. Are you seriously going to make me do this whole thing with a hat on? It's like a freaking oven out there. Welcome in, Gren, LJ, great to see ya. Who else we got? How you getting on with the old drum kit, LJ, mate? You done anything with it yet? So yeah, the idea is that we think the quad was causing all the compatibility issues on the last stream. So we'll see if we can prove that right or wrong. I'm slightly worried I've got no water on this farm, but don't worry about that. They're all challenges. Welcome in, JSB. I hope you're good. Oh, I've got sweat dripping off the end of my nose. It's been a while since we've done no summer stream, innit? 18C up here, cloudy but muggy. I was just at the park with my son. It was 27. I'm in a field all day tomorrow. I'm ginger and pale. I'm going to absolutely get cremated. Just going to get cremated tomorrow. On Monday, I'm supposed to be 32 here. 32. I'm taking my son to the beach, I think, on Monday. That's if I've got any fluids left in me after tonight, sitting here drinking tea with a hat on under lights. What am I thinking? Can't even benefit from my aircon unit now. My portable aircon unit, I used to have it pointed out so it would be on me. Now I have to have it pointed towards the wall so the air goes up, gets sucked in by the PC and hopefully doesn't pump out too much hot air on my temperamental camera. So pissing all that money I spent on a portable aircon unit is basically serving my camera at the now, not even me. Anyway, straight into whinging mode. Good old Joel. Hope you're good. Take your hat off, it's too hot, I know. I'm going to be going to a festival tomorrow, dehydrated before I get there. Right. This is like my equivalent of a sauna. How are we? Thank you for all your patience over the last week, guys. Appreciate it. Shout out to Bert, who made a purchase on the shop over the last week while I was not around. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Who else we got to thank? I don't think I've got anyone else to thank. It disappeared, Joel. Why would you have anyone to thank? Oh dear, sweating. Welcome in, Purple. Good to see ya. I would invest in like permanent air. I don't know how I'd afford it. I would invest in permanent aircon in this room if I didn't know at some point in the future my son is going to take it over, right? Because he's in the box room at the minute and he's already got freaking eyes on this spare bedroom, right? Because it's bigger. So I know at some point I'm going to get kicked out of here and I'm going to be in the pokey room next door. Like, the amps are going to be on my shoulders. It's just going to be me sitting in a corner with a gamepad. Like, so I can't justify putting aircon on here because I know I ain't going to bloody keep the thing. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to keep it. Cheddar, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you. I hope you're having a good day, mate. Hope you're having a good day. Welcome in, Ben. Welcome in, Gren. Hope you're good, mate. That's only because I just wolfed down a bowl of macaroni cheese in here. That's what I didn't help. I'll cool down in a minute. I'll stop drinking that bloody tea as well. That's not happening. That's not helping, I mean. How's the dog doing? Thank you so much for asking. Better. He's still stiff, but I can walk him outside. He goes, does his business, and I can come back without him, like, limping or holding his leg up. So he's been on anti-inflammatories for a week now. He's been on crate rest for a week. He's getting better, but he's not happy about it because he doesn't understand what, of course, I just knee dropped the bloody desk. I think the desk won. I don't know why I raised my knee like that, but anyway. Welcome in, JCB Dave. Hope you're good. Welcome in, Stan. How are we all, boys and girls? Yeah, but thank you for asking. He's doing much better. And then it should be 2 weeks of anti-inflammatories, and then we'll take him to the vets and get him checked over. But the trouble is they're going to want to do an MRI. He had an X-ray last year, and that cost us nearly $1,000. And everything was fine on there, but obviously he still keeps injuring himself. So my theory is when he was a puppy, he used to frickin' fly down the stairs and, like, miss the bottom 4 steps and turn at the bottom. I reckon he ripped something when he was younger, and now when I take him for long walks, it aggravates it. I think that's all it is, right? I went away for a week, I come back, took him for some mega walks, and he's injured again. So we're just going to have to manage it, but I'm not looking forward to the thought of paying for a pissing CT scan or whatever, because that's going to cost a fortune. Welcome in, Pete. Hope you're well. Frickin' hell, it's hot in here. Jesus. Who's up for a topless? I'm joking. It's never happening. Right. Welcome in, Hacky. Hope you're good, mate. Hope you're good. Welcome in, Grumpy. Oh, right. Should we get in the game? I have no idea how we're recovering this situation. So, if you aren't here on Sunday, guys, you do need to kind of go back and watch that. Not Sunday, when was it? Last Saturday night. Before the wheels fell off on my body physically. You need to go back and watch that, really, because it was calamitous. Long story short, we're pitched up in Kinlaig. We left the wife and kid. We don't ask why. I flocked off to Kinlaig. I pitched up here with nothing but a quad. Bloody infamous pissing quad. Don't even know where it is anymore. A quad, a trailer, 2 sheep. They're not the original 2 sheep. We'll talk about that later. And then I got a tent over here, and that's it. All I got is a tent with a view. And the idea is we're going to be sheep farmers. Now, unfortunately, we did lose our 2 original sheep. We had a bit of an issue getting food, which I've now got because I've got a hand mower. We cut some grass by hand. And when I put this tarp down to store our little tiny piddly pathetic bales on. But by the time it rained in August, which was about 8 to 10 o'clock at night, and for our water pit up here, by the time it rained, the sheep had died of thirst. So, so these aren't our original 2 sheep. Bill and Ben have gone to a happy place in the sky. And we now got these 2. But we do have some wool now. Slight issue in that I have no idea how I pick the wool up. I didn't consider how I transport that to the shop. But we'll cover that one off tonight. Yeah, we'll cover that one off tonight. But if anyone asks, guys, these are the original 2 sheep, all right? If anyone asks. We don't talk about... we got a mod installed, Gareth. Welcome in, by the way, mate. We got a mod installed, which meant if their health was low for too long, they disappear. And unfortunately, our 2 original sheep disappeared right at the end of the bloody stream. I worked so hard to fix our water and food situation. And just as it rained, they keeled over. If I'd have just opened the mouths and looked up to the heavens, that'd have been all right. So we're just going to pretend that these are our original 2 sheep. Who are in much better health now, I should say. They've got grass and they've got water. The slight issue we've got with water is obviously it's not guaranteed to rain, and our water pit's going to take a little while to get a... what's it called, like store built up, right? And we haven't really got the money to buy water. So my idea was, you lot keep telling me I can get water from the river. I went to get water from the river, and I couldn't. So we seem to think that the issue is this, right? Miles, bless Miles, done a lot of looking into it. And this seems to be the problem. So tonight we are going to sell this and get a new quad, which I'm gutted about because I love this quad, but it's caused all sorts of issues. One, it couldn't use the trailer I wanted to use, and two, it couldn't fill up from the river. So the options we've got, guys, I've installed 3 new quads. So this is the one we've currently got, or this one, I can't remember which this one. I've installed this 4 tracks one, which Miles has tested for me. The Big Bear, them two are kind of much the same. And so that one's 34 horsepower. This one's 23 to 60 horsepower. I suppose that one's slightly on the better. I don't know what this icon here means. What does this icon mean? And then I got this one, which I don't think we can afford at the minute, unfortunately. But yeah. There we go. A Giant's vehicles with issue. Oh, don't, JCB Dave. The fact that I'm playing on the Highlands Fishing map for the first time, using a Highlands Fishing quad, and the quad doesn't allow me to get water from the river. Or pull a trailer that really should have done, right? Because I had my heart set on this trailer. Where was it? It was like a 1 something something. Hang on. Here, 1 axle trailer, right? So I was going to get this, and I was going to put water in it, but then I could obviously also use it for livestock. It was going to be my, like, one and done trailer for the start of this save, and it wouldn't connect onto it. But I believe Miles has, yeah, Miles has checked it for me, but we'll see. We'll see. It works for me, must just be a Scottish thing. Well, if I've got a mod conflict, Kilted, welcome in, by the way, mate, then I'm just going to have to gradually turn stuff off, right, until we work out what the frick is going on. But we'll give this a go first with a different, cheaper quad and then go from there. Right. What have we got? What have we got? You need a Unipog at some point. No, the Unimog's for Saxingham. I like trying to keep the saves different if I can. Poor old Miles, Dave, but bless him. He got a lot of stick on the last stream. It weren't his fault. It's mod conflicts, clearly. Right. So, let's sell our quad. Piece of crap. How can a... It's a bit like me complaining about the straw shed that they brought out with the straw harvest pack not being deep enough for you to reverse the in-game straw collecting trailer into, right? It's just such a silly thing. I am frickin' sweating, man. I tell you, I am damp. I'm like a frickin' armpit on the underground in August here. Right. So, that's what we're going to do. We're going to sell the piss and old quad. We had to get the water trailer, by the way, on HP, which is a bit disappointing. I didn't want to have to do that, but I felt like we didn't have a lot of options at the end of the last stream. Right, we'll get some money back, decent money back for this, though. Who knows where our chainsaw goes. I'll be alright, Purple. I'll find it. Welcome in, Steve, mate. Hope you're well. Moist. Right. I love the idea of this save, though, genuinely. I'm just annoyed that it started so badly because of stupidity, right? So, and stuff that was out of our control. I wonder if now we're sold that, if we looked at that tank. Was it under the... What was it under, guys? Was it under here, weren't it? I wonder if this is visible now. No, that's still broken, so we won't touch that. Just annoying. Mind you, I'm sure Shelly won't want to have to push that 3 miles again. Right. So the first thing we can do is get a quad and see if we can fill up water. Because if I can't fill up water from the river, I've got a problem. So we've got the 4-track 300. Ignore this thing because that's just a piss about, really. We've got the Big Bear or we've got the TRA 500. Can I justify sinking 30? To be fair, I sunk 14 grand into this. Hang on, what's the horsepower of that? 145. Oh, Christ, that's a lot more horsepower than that. It's a lot of money, though. But if it works, I'll take it, right? Look at that. That ain't road legal. That ain't... You're getting pulled over if you're a 17-year-old on that. Why automatic? What do you mean automatic? There ain't pissing gears in this. What do you mean automatic? This isn't Forza. Right. Shelly's wages were 3k after a marathon. We should have sponsored that. We could have raised some money for charity. I never look at tyres, but why not? Why not? These are quite nice ones. I want ones that look like they can handle my rocky farm, though. You can have a point on the back, too, like the Mog. All right, we might have to have a look at that then, mate, because I have got no way at the minute of transporting our wool. I have no idea how I'm picking it up at all. Right, we want grip that looks like it can handle our rugged terrain. Yeah, I think I'll go for them ones. I knew what you meant, Stan. I've played this game long enough now that I finally do understand those things. Right. Rim. No one gives a shit about the rims. Gonna be covered in mud soon. Literally don't care. Handlebar. Model 1 made of plastic. And... I ain't paying extra for that. I'm tight. Hand protectors? I don't crash. Why would I need hand protectors? I'm invincible. Headlight standard. I love it, the headlight standard, but if you want it made of plastic, it's an extra 100 quid. Single exhaust. What the hell? We're just Gary Boying it up now. What a load of crap. Right. Bumper, don't care. Camouflage, don't care. Attachers, rear hitch. There, that's what we're talking about. Welcome in, Kilometre. How's it going, mate? Welcome in, Geordie. What part of the world are you in now, Geordie? Rear hitch. Side. What the frick's a side hitch? What am I supposed to do with that? That just looks like something I'd get myself in trouble with. Rear and side. We can put a bloody machine gun on the side. We're going into combat. Hang on, I saw there was camouflage. Hell. All of a sudden, we've gone from agricultural vehicle to defending the bloody Strait of Hormuz. Alright, let's get rid of that nonsense. Some of them look cool, but I ain't paying extra for it. Right, rear hitch can go on there. I don't like red, though. I don't like red. I don't like that either. Why did I pick John Deere? Where's me old Doots? That's Brighton, I remembered. Never seen a side hitch. I don't think I'd work out how to do it. How do you reverse up to it? Can you put a bail on the side hitch if it folds out? No idea, mate. No idea. UK until the 2nd of July and I'm off to Benidorm. I tell you what, Geordie lad, he's a drug mule, isn't he? He's got he's it's just like it's 3 options: lottery winner, drug mule, benefits chick. I'm joking. Sorry, Geordie. You're always on holiday, man. I can't even afford Haven. Right. What colour do I want this to be? Poor old bugger. I want it. What? Why am I paying extra for the colour? That's very Highlands, isn't it? That's very Highlands. I can't believe I'm paying bloody extra, though. 150 quid. I've just seen how much this has come to, guys. I can't afford it. I've got... Oh, no, that's my balance. I was looking at that thinking I can't afford it. No, the price is down here, Joel. The price is down here. Jesus Christ. Right, this better be worth it, because I could have got one for, like, a fraction of the cost. I could have got one for £2,000, but it only had about 25 horsepower and no 3-pointer on the back. Design colour? What the... Shut I'm not interested in that. Then September, off to Turkey for a week. Sorry, cannot say what I do. All right, you'll probably have to kill me, yeah? I don't expect you to tell us, mate. I'm only pissing about. Right. I think it may be worse tonight, you cheeky sods. Right. Right. Oh, it's a lot of money, but we'll go for it. I swear to God, if I can't fill up this water tank... If I can't fill up this water tank, it's going to be hell to pay. I might just rage quit. Oh, Christ, it's a bit slow starting. Did I get this second hand? Did I get this second hand? If you look, guys, everywhere Geordie Lad says they're going on holiday, you'll read in the paper a week later about someone disappearing under mysterious circumstances. Yippee-ki-yay! Hell, it's got some grunt. The engine noise is different. I think I've gotten the wrong way. I'm still learning this map. I'll never go over this bridge, I think. Hell, 64 mile an hour. I'm technically breaking the law. Oh, she's nice. She's nice. Why am I not wearing a helmet? Why am I not wearing a helmet? Thank you, Stan. You get what I mean, though. When I had like an £1,800 option and a £4,000 option, it's smarted a bit to spend 13, but I spent 14.5k on the previous one. And this is my only vehicle, right? I've got to use this like I use the Mog in Saxingham, so... Oh, sugar hell! Did you see the back kick out on that? I like that. That actually almost felt like proper mechanics there. Go on, son. I really did pick a piece of land that's the hardest to get to from the shop, didn't I? Oh, hell, oversteer. I've gone past my farm again. What is up there? Is that the castle up there? Just so I know, because obviously I want to buy up all these mountains eventually. Yeah. Oh my word, the amount of dogging. I mean, I'm in between two dogging sites. I got the lay-by over there, and I got this here. You'd imagine all the kids would be up here, all the teenagers up here, and all the old divorcees and widowers up in that lay-by over there. Right. I saw what Dave did. I'm just ignoring him. Oh hell, she's so quick at reversing. Why can't I reverse this? Hell, she's... Oh, it's a bump there, that's why. Right. Where's our nearest water source? No, it's JCB Dave. Sorry, Dave, but I should have specified. JCB Dave. Being unkind. Always bullying me, you lot. Here we go, in. Let's find some water. For a second there, I thought that was a sheer cliff face I was about to disappear down. Oh, that one is, though. Steady on, Joel. You seem to be an expert on dogging sites. Can't tell you. Like Geordie Lad, I can't reveal. Right, here we go. Where's a river? There's a river down here somewhere. I can see a bridge. I just can't get to it because there's bloody fences everywhere. Here we go. Here we go. If this doesn't work, guys, I might cry. after last stream. After the last week of being in a lot of discomfort, and the last stream, my dog is broken. Nothing's going my way. If this doesn't work, I think I'll cry. Frig off. Frig off. Oh, what's that? I suddenly got a helmet on. And apparently the most flexible spine known to man. Why isn't it working, guys? What is stopping me from, on this map, from filling up? Because it can only be the quad, because the quad is the only thing that's attached, right? What is stopping me? Do you have to open the cap? No, mate, you've never had to open the cap on this. There is no cap to open. Whenever I've used it with the water pit, there is no option. I don't know what the R does. Oh my god, I can change this. Look at this. I can raise and lower the suspension. Stan didn't tell me about that. I got go faster mode. Why does it think I got tension belts? Oh, that's cool. Oh, I can put a bail on the back, guys. I can put a bail on the back. And the front. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Let's see if we can find something that's a bit flatter. I tell you what though, guys, I'm already liking this quad for the versatility. I've got a 3-point hitch on the back. And I've got tension belts for strapping like a sheepdog on the front. Oh, we need a sheepdog, don't we? Bollocks. Absolutely broken, isn't it? It wouldn't be so bad if we didn't have this issue going on with the mods, right? So something's causing a conflict. Because when we go to these mods here, like if I tried to use this hand pushable one that's invisible, if I use this one, so there's something going on with the water tankers. Who can anyone think of what could be causing a conflict with the water tankers? Because this one doesn't fill up from the river, and these two are invisible. You had an option to fill it with the tarp, or yeah, I do, mate. It works fine from the tarp. It works fine from the tarp, and it'll work fine from like a water pump kind of thing, but it doesn't let me fill up from the river. Like, I can put a water tank on the farm. That's not the point, right? The whole point is I'm supposed to be scratching around in the early days of this save. Welcome in, Lacey, mate. How's it going? I will try the sea. We tried it last time. But my theory is there's a mod conflict for barrels. Because we've got this issue on this one, and these ones are invisible. And we tried buying them and they were underground or in the upside down or never never or whatever it was. So there's something causing a conflict for water barrels on this save. But I can't think what mod it'd be. But we know this barrel works because we got water on the last save from the water pit, yeah? So it's not that. This would be a good place for sheep. Can we buy this? Yes, that's a great spot for sheep, innit? You imagine some sheep in there and up on the hillside. Mad. I'd like that. This is definitely the first plot we're buying when we expand. Oh, sorry to hear that, Lace, mate. Sorry to hear that. Always sucks. MI5, I mean, Geordie lad, thank you so much for the gift subs, mate. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I'm going to try going where the river gets thinner to see if there's just a less of a slope. I don't think it's going to work. I think we've got something going on. We've got something going on. Morty, thank you so much for the resub, mate. How's that 5 months already? Guys, shout out to the likes of Morty, our lurkers and that, because genuinely, guys, I appreciate you more than you know. Blows my mind how many of you keep resubbing in the background, so I appreciate you all. What about here? It's not going to work, is it? But, oh, Jesus. I didn't see that big old rock there. That's some spare money off my deal. You got to unload the old... You better not be using me to wash money. Ball sacks. This quad does nothing by halves. It's like all or nothing. I tell you what though, guys, I'm over the moon to have a quad with a bloody tension belts on though. You imagine just strapping on some bales. I've still got an issue though that I don't know how to pick up my wool to sell my wool. Like that, I don't like how this thing reverses though. Look, there's no way I can go in deeper, right? And it just doesn't fill. Doesn't give me the option. What if I use keyboard and mouse? No. No idea. No idea. Oh, I'm not in Riverbend. Sorry, mate. I thought I was in America. Sorry. Is there another crossing down here or not? I'm just exploring the map a little bit. Don't worry about that. I didn't know these little villages were on the map. This is cool. So I've not explored the map at all. Welcome in, Bert. In the handcart mod, there is a homemade forklift thing. Shut up, it's a JCB Dave. Perfect. We'll get a bloody Shelly going again. What will it be under? Will it actually be under forklifts? That's mad if it is. Oh no, that's Stella. That's not Shelly, Joel. Don't mix up your Stellas and Shellys. We have fixed our problem. JCB Dave, you're a gem. And it's not invisible. We can see it. Look at that. It looks like a homemade bench press. But for 200 quid, we got a way to get the bales in the trailer. Look at that. Miles is going to be on cloud 9 seeing me use all these hand tools. But in case you hadn't noticed, guys, I tried to do all my saves different, right? So Achy Acres is a long-term one, and we now got Mega Bucks. Saxlingham, we're leaning heavily on hired purchase and doing contracts and stuff like that. I don't, oh, my monitor's flashing now. Jesus Christ. Never ends. Don't stream, guys, because as soon as you replace one thing, something else breaks. Hopefully that's just a loose cable. I take it you're not seeing that flashing. No, you're not. It's just me. Brilliant. Right. Guys. We need to get Shelly up and running. Shelly's back in business. If she thinks I'm pushing it, she's got nothing coming. And you better believe we're cycling the A. Oh, my freaking monitor's flat. Hang on, guys. There is no end. There is literally no end to my strife. It's not a loose cable. Shall I hit it? Shall I hit it? That didn't work. I used to work in the 90s. Hit anything and I'd stop pissing about. Johnny, thank you for the bit. Appreciate that. Right. There we go. Let's get caught up. Hang on, hang on. Welcome in, Bert, mate. Welcome in. Welcome in, Ian. How's it going, mate? Hope you're good. Who else we got? But I did give you a shout out earlier, mate. I thanked you for the mug, so thank you. I do appreciate it. They take a little while to come because they come from, I think they come from Eastern Europe, them ones. But, yeah, any problems, let me know, mate. Mark says on YouTube, hi everyone, warm evening here on the Essex-Suffolk border. Long time lurker. Welcome in, Mark, mate. I'm an Essex cricket fan, so I'm normally down that way to watch cricket. To be fair, I've been for a few years. But welcome in, mate. Thank you so much for getting involved in chat. Guys, make sure we're welcoming all the new viewers or the lurkers when they do get involved. Apparently, you can't use rivers in Kinlaig to fill water tank. There's a place across the bio plant where you can get water. Shut up, Adam. None of this lot told me this the other night. Seriously? So you're telling me that the map that Giants brought out called Highlands Fishing, that is heavily based on aquaculture, doesn't let you fill up water tankers from the river? Brilliant. Brilliant. Right, Shelly, I've got a job for you. If you weren't here last stream, guys, and didn't get to meet Shelly, you'll get to meet her this time. It might take us a while to get Shelly. Oh, it's brilliant. We got her first time. Go on, gal. We got her first time. Like, she could at least lift the fork up a little bit so it isn't dragging. Look at that. It's all in the posture. At least she ain't using her ankles this time. I tell you, that woman had such power in them ankles when she dragged our baler all the way up that hill. She could have bust off one of them old Asbo bracelets off her ankles. Go on, gal. Right, we'll see you in about 2 hours. Like, look at the weights on there. Oh, Christ. She don't like it when you get too close. She does not like having her personal space invaded. Look, if you come up behind her, she gets stranger danger. Look, she don't like it. You got to give her a space. Be like my bloody dog. Right, we'll let her do her thing. Bless her. Oh, Shelly, you poor sod. I can't believe we got her first time. Her wrists are going to be ruined after that. Her wrists are going to be ruined after that. She'll never be able to accept change in a shop again. Right. Okay. At least we're going to have a way to pick up our wool. At least we've got a way to pick up our wool. That's the main thing. Where's my... Here we be. Shelly is like becoming a cult icon on this channel. I keep driving on the wrong side of the road. I keep forgetting. I tell you what, they proper did do their research on this map, didn't they? Because like this little public toilet bit with the bottle bank and the telephone box. Like, that's as British as you can get, innit? Even that bin, look. We all live in a town, if you're from the UK, that's got one of them bins, right? Never pissing emptied. They probably got some graffiti on it. But they really did do their research when they looked at this. Now all they need is a sign to say out of order, right? There's public toilets that never actually open. All right. Your bus is bloody empty. You got a coach tour for one person. That's a bit freaky. That's almost the same colours as my charity. That threw me. Right. Welcome in, Rich, mate. How are you? Hold up. All that time and I can't... How is it... How can you not get water from the river on Kinlaig? It's literally an aquaculture map. There'll be no toilet seats, Morty. No bog roll. And getting me ready for my festival tomorrow. I think that's one of the reasons why my missus wanted me to stream tonight. She'd rather I was out of the way than worried about tomorrow, because I hadn't looked at where I'm going, where I'm parking, or anything yet. I'll just wing it. There's it's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. Bloody it. I'll tell you what, the buses, though, are a lot better on this map. There's more of them, but they know how to behave, not like them old bloody yellow school buses. Not getting a taxi, then. Where's that prat tonight, huh? Welcome in, Will. Miles, you've already been mentioned tonight, mate. So we've got this new quad, which is awesome, because I didn't know it had tension belts, so I can put a bale on it, or 2 bales. Loving that. I can't seem to reverse it. It's a bit leery for my liking. But Adam on YouTube drops the bombshell that I can't actually fill up water from the rivers in Kinlaig. And you lot let me go through all that pain the other night. To be fair, it was good entertainment, right? Knowing full well I weren't going to be able to get water from there. So, we need it to rain so we can stockpile. The only thing about this water pit, though, guys, is very realistic. In the winter, if it snows, this freezes over and you can't get water from it. So, I will need to buy a little water distribution point, selling point, whatever, next to it. Why can't I detach? Get off me. There we go. But yeah, I do like this quad, guys. Good suggestion, Miles, mate. Appreciate it. Still can't get the hand tools, the invisible things to work, but we do have a we do have a way of getting our wool. Imagine being that freewheeler. Oh my god, there's a freewheeler on this map. My old man used to have a freewheeler. Apparently he used to roll it all the while. If you went round a bend too quick, they just rolled. Yeah, we are going to have a way of getting our wool on a trailer, though. She is back, Miles. She is back. Kinlaig legend, Shelly. Shelly in her 3/4 jeans and powerful ankles is back. This time she's pushing my homemade bench press. I hope she's going to hang a left here. She's gone a different way today. She went the long way round last time. She needs to hurry up, though, because I can't afford her wages. Right. We'll cut some grass. Get them old hips going. Right. Thank you, Dave. But yeah, so this new save only started last Saturday night, mate. Only started last Saturday night. It was chaos. Go watch the VOD on YouTube. Thanks to the over 300 people that have watched that VOD back. I can't think why people are watching them. So we're going to do this on Friday nights. We've got Saxingham Sundays, and then on Tuesdays we're going to my usual Achy Acres save. I'd say she's earned her wages. Yeah, I'd agree. I'd agree. Turn on mower. Imagine what we're doing, looking for a button on it. Turn on mower. Well, you can't say I'm not earning my credentials on this save. We're cutting the sheep's grass by hand. We're moving pallets onto trailers by hand. Or with primitive machinery. We're baling with a freaking box. I don't even know what magic goes on in that box to make that baler work. I'm not sure the bloke who made it did. We killed our first 2 sheep before the first month was even over. They died of thirst. We won't talk about that. It's like the roper. The sheep, our first 2 sheep are the roper of this save. Not the best start to this save, but who knows what it could blossom into, huh? We might just be a late bloomer. But we're going to have sheep all on these hills one day. Just you wait and see. Just you wait and see. Welcome in, Fawny, mate. Hope you're well. It's Friday, guys. Bloody Friday. The sun is shining. Well, unless you're up in Scotland. Sun is shining. Don't life feel so much more bearable when the sun is out, huh? I'm going to absolutely die, though, tomorrow. In a field with no shelter. Nothing but a hat and sun cream. I'm going to come back looking like one of them bloody pink and white sweets. Oh, I lost my line. I lost my line. Don't know what you're talking about. I never took such a loss in this game as when I bought that roper for about 5 seconds. I thought it could do so much and it delivered so little. We don't seem to be producing any bloody grass here. I wonder if it's because I'm in the sheep's pen. Who knows? I think we might have been in the sheep's pen. It's either that or the grass is just shit. It's that old wispy stuff you get at High Lodge. Just makes your legs itch. There's no density to it. I was disappointed. Oh, Dave, I was like a kid that dropped their ice cream before they'd licked it. I was properly disappointed. I witnessed that once. A kid come out of a shop and dropped his ice cream. And poor kid was like blaring. His mum went ballistic at him. And all I wanted to do was buy him a replacement. I thought, you can't, right? You can't intervene. If that's her parent and style. And I get it if you ain't got any money, right? I do get that. That you feel like it's just been dropped on the ground. Like probably somewhere it comes from love and she's disappointed for him. Just funny old way of showing it. And all I wanted to do is buy this kid an ice cream, and I was so torn. It's like, you can't, right? You can't be that guy. I'm the type of guy, though, that like gets upset over situations that have nothing to do with me. I've always been like that. I once cried in a supermarket. I was at a checkout in a supermarket years ago, and this old boy was really struggling with his shopping. I started blaring. I felt bad for him. No reason why. It's just like pure empathy, right? So yeah, don't fall over in front of me or have some like misfortune in front of me because I'll get upset for you. Delicate soul. Bet you didn't know that, did you, huh? Right. Right, we've got some grass now. I think I must have been cutting in what was the sheep's meadow before. He'll buy a random kid an ice cream, but he won't spend 40 quid on his own children from McDonald's. I will spend it, Dave. I'll just moan about it constantly. Constantly. Dylan embarrassed me at the park today, right? I can't remember what the conversation. We were there talking to another parent, one of his friends from school's dad, and I can't remember what my wife said to him. Something about like, you know, don't know what it's like being old, grown up, or something like that. And he, yeah, I do. It's just bills and bills and bills and bills. I hear Dad talk about it all the time. Oh, for Christ's sake! My poor child. The poor child. It's like all he associates with me is whinging about money. That's the world we live in at the minute, let's be honest. Wife just done ordered the old Tesco delivery. It goes up by about, it's gone up by about, my average shop's gone up by about 70 quid. 70 quid! What's going on here? Dainsy, what the hell? Dainsy's fingers slipped. Dainsy, did you seriously just give out 25 gift subs, you madman? What's that about? Dainsy, you didn't have to do that. Christ on a bike, man. Did you mean to do that? Guys, 131 subs Dainsy has given to this channel. Gift subs. Thank you, mate. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. And thank you for the subscription over on YouTube. Is that Orhi? Or I'm going to say Play. Let me know how to pronounce your first name, mate, if you're watching. And I appreciate that was quarter of an hour ago. Sorry I missed that. I didn't hear the alert. My bad. I appreciate you, Danes, mate, genuinely. What a guy indeed. What a guy indeed. And I genuinely, for those of you that do the community gift sub stuff, guys, and the gift memberships over on YouTube so that other people can enjoy it without the ads and get the emotes, you are a special kind of person. I really appreciate it. Because you don't have to. Your viewership was enough, and I'm sure them people watching and lurking and everything are happy just watching as well. But in order, you know, the fact that you guys choose to do that, to give people ad-free viewing and emotes and all that jazz, I really appreciate it. By the way, we've unlocked so many emote slots now on both YouTube and Twitch, because you unlock more the more members and subs you get. I need to have a think at some point. I'll come up with some. Shelly, oh, how's Shelly getting on? Oh my god, the three-wheeler's still behind her. Just overtake, man. Just overtake. Why won't the three-wheeler overtake? Yeah, Shelly emote would be a good one. But guys, if anyone wants to... Have I still got a suggestions channel on Twitch, on Discord? I can't remember. I used to have a suggestions channel on Discord. But if we do have one still, put your emote... I thought she'd go left there. Go left. I'm literally up here. Oh, she's going to the lay-by, isn't she? We'll save some money. We'll save some money and we'll bin her off. We'll let this... Oh my god, there's 2 three-wheelers now. How many three-wheelers are there in Scotland? Right. But yeah, if there is still a suggestions channel on Discord, guys, put your remote suggestions in there. Sensible ones only. But yeah, Shelly feels like a good one. I don't know, I'll have to get some sort of screen capture of her. Oh dear. Right. I heard an audio alert, but I didn't get anything come up. I heard an audio alert like somebody redeemed something, but it might be just playing catch up from the 25 gift subs. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. My multi-chat is behind. Hold up. My multi-chat is behind again. Hype train started. Thank you very much. Hype train started. Tony's gifted 5 memberships. Thank you, mate. Yeah, sorry, it's gone a bit slow because of all the gifted subs on Twitch and memberships on YouTube. Thank you so much, Tony, mate. I appreciate you. I hope you're good. Have I turned off early? No, I haven't, have I? I don't know where Shelly thought she was going. Content suggestions is under live stream section. Thank you, Liam, mate. Yeah, guys, to put your emote suggestions, because we have literally unlocked about 10 new emote slots on Twitch because of all the crazy community gifting on there, and we've unlocked quite a few on YouTube. YouTube is based slightly different, but we have got a few more available in there as well. Oh, frickin' wild boar. Can I fence them in and profit from them? I need the money. To be fair, they look less stupid in Scotland, but still. Thank you very much, Tony. Thank you very much, Dainty. Thank you for getting the hype train started as well, guys. I jumped straight to level 6 because of your generosity, mate. Straight to level 6. Oh, sore neck. Not sure if it's going to be tomorrow after the festival. It ruins my neck. Oh, hell. There we go. We'll leave that. Christ knows how that monstrosity works, but we'll worry about that later. Oh, she's turned off. Forgot to press the button. I was mowing on a hillside, on a hillside. Do a couple more strips. I think JCB Dave has got the comment of the night after that ice cream one. That tickled me, mate. Made me realise how ridiculous I am. Thank you for your generosity tonight, guys. Just know that your viewership is enough. As long as you're enjoying it, I'm happy. I've just about stopped sweating now, but I'm pretty sure my hat has soaked through. Not as much as you'd be sweating pushing this on a hill. You imagine it? Did I make a few quid on the quad? I didn't, Miles, because I got about 14 odd grand back for the quad. But by the time I added a 3-point hitch on the back of my new one, I essentially, it cost the same. But I like my new quad, and like I say, I didn't know I had tension belts. So the fact I can load up a bale and stick something on the back with a 3-pointer, I like it. It's got good utility. Good utility. This is my yard. Can you believe this? This is my actual farmyard. That's ridiculous. It's pathetic. Don't even know how this thing works. There's a mystery box. Who knows how this thing works? Do I have to turn it on or just pull it? I think you just pull this one, don't you? Yeah. Good. Let's poop out some bales. Liam, mate, thank you for the gift sub. You didn't have to do that, but thank you for getting involved in the hype train. Appreciate you. Hype train ended at level 6. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. Liam, Dainsy, you good uns. Have fun with the pig, Stan. That'll be sweltering in there, won't it? That'll be sweltering in there. Welcome in, Ryan, mate. Ryan, I think I'm coming to Galston on Monday. I'm going to take Dylan to Galston Beach for the day on Monday. So I thought of you. I also used you as a piss take the other day in conversation with my wife. And I'm trying to think what the context was now. Something didn't do what it should have done by standard. And I said, oh, it's like Ryan not being able to swim. I can't. Daisy, thank you for the gift subs again, mate. Another 10. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that, man. Yeah, they have fans. They're probably called a us lot. That's all right, then. Oh, what was it I said, Ryan? Oh, it wasn't kind, put it that way, mate. So I'm sorry. I apologise. I can't remember what it was. Something happened, and it was like something that you would take it for granted that they should be able to do, right? And that's like, and I just instantly quipped, a bit like Ryan, being a sailor who can't swim. I'll ask her on the break. I'll ask my wife what it was. Might be going to King's Lynn for some banger racing. I like going to Speedway at King's Lynn. I haven't took my son there yet, but he don't really like loud noises, so I'm not sure how he'd handle Speedway. And there ain't tons to do there, is there, for a little one? Yeah, I feel sorry for you, like the amount of times you're referenced in general conversation without knowing it. You never been, what, never been banger racing or never been at King's Lynn for banger racing? I love a bit of banger racing at Yarmouth. Now that's something I think Dylan would love. We're going to have a barbecue on Sunday. And my poor old wife, with the weather forecast, she's working Sunday and Monday. She's got tomorrow off, because obviously I'm at Slam Dunk. She's got tomorrow off to take Dylan to a party. Dylan's going to a party that's going tubing, which sounded really cool when he got the invite. But they've got to wear long sleeves, long trouser legs, and they've got to wear gloves. In like 28-degree heat. But yes, he's going to a party tomorrow, and then she's got to work Sunday and Monday when it's going to be absolutely sweltering. So I said I'll do a barbecue like Sunday afternoon for when she finishes, and then on Monday I'm going to take Dylan to the beach. I've never seen truck racing, Liam. I heard it a lot because I used to work at a transport yard right next to the racetrack. I used to work at Folgers many moons ago. So I used to hear it all the while, but never saw it. Right. Do we try and get that trailer name? Miles. When you tested this, did this work with the old one-axle trailer? Did this work with it? Did, okay. Because obviously we were having issues the other night with that, weren't we? And I really wanted that one-axle trailer. I don't know why I got so attached to it. I love it. Because look, you can do box, you can do animals, or you do barrels. It's like the perfect trailer for this save, right? And because we want old. Because we want old. Shit it up. Shit it up. 220 quid, look. You couldn't get that from a pissing side of the road for 220 quid. Thank you, Miles, you're a star. Let's go try this. The old quad, yeah, which is mad, isn't it? Highland fishing quad doesn't work with stuff, but there we go. Yeah, Liam, the super bikes at Snetterton's a brilliant day out, mate. And it normally falls at a nice favourable part of the year for weather. Oh, for frick's sake. You know what? I'll just reset it. I can't be arsed. I didn't even see what happened. I didn't even see what happened there. Sorry, I'm not going to be able to use that without laughing. I think Joel might be a little bit of the problem as well. Yep, 100%. I normally get the blame first, to be fair, Adam. Oh, yeah, that works. There we go. Thank you, Miles. So the Highlands fishing quad didn't work with it. Now we got the way of putting our bales in here. Awesome job. 220 quid tap trailer. I'd buy that in real life. You can make that money back in a week doing odd jobs for people. Yeah, mate, I've got a trailer. I've got a single axle trailer. What do you want, carton? You earned your keep tonight, Miles. Look at that. That looks beautiful, doesn't it? It looks awesome in the winter around here as well. I've done a YouTube video and I skipped it to the winter to do some recording. That was awesome. Yeah, Liam, if you fancy going to the old Snetterton Superbikes, give us a shout, because I ain't been for a few years since I got rid of my bike. And I'd be up for that. I'd be up for that. Because Snetterton's alright to take like Dylan to, because he's got plenty of space, right? He could burn off some steam. The issue is when you go to like stock car racing or something, there ain't a lot of room, or speedway. There ain't anything for your little ones to do if they just want to go and tear it up somewhere. Welcome in, Clive, mate. How's it going? Yeah. To be fair, Miles, I could easily see a scenario where I have a couple of these and I get rid of the other animal trailer, right? Have one in each of the configurations. I remember to slow down there this time after it kicked me last time going around there. By the way, thanks for keeping me company tonight, guys, because like I say, I get a bit anxious before I go to stuff like I am tomorrow. Like, I'm really looking forward to it. But when you've got, like, an unpredictable health condition, that's always in the back of your mind, right? Especially when I got laid up earlier in the week. And I'd only be sitting downstairs stressing about it, because I'm going without my wife this time. I'm going on my own. I'm meeting people there. The wonderful Amy and Simon from this community and some other people I know. I always bump into people I know at these things. But... yeah, I'd only be sitting down stressing about it downstairs. So thank you for keeping me company, guys. Helps take my mind off stuff. See if we can load these quite nice. Look at this. It's made to measure, isn't it? Lovely job. I love this small-scale farming. And this is all because, guys, I've been watching that bloody... I don't know what channel it's on. This Farm and Life, I think it's called, right? In the UK. It's on... I think it's on a BBC. And that's all like highlands and there's like loads of crofters and you know some of them in the winter months are carpenters, right, to try and make ends meet. And I love watching it because they just have like a quad. You don't really see any tractors in sight, just quads, little old pokey trailers, and the water tanker can be sold after the HP ends. Yeah, I could have saved so much bloody money, Miles. And it would have been more rustic and rural to this save, right? To have this trailer with water tankers rather than the water barrel thing. Never mind. You only know what you know, don't you? Yeah, generally, guys, I know we do a lot on here supporting other people when people share shit going on in the world and stuff like that in their lives. I just want you guys to know that it helps me as well. So I'm grateful for you. Grateful for you. Speaking of which, Clive, thank you so much for the gift subs, mate. You don't have to do that. Daisy's already coming here going mad. And Tony on YouTube. Appreciate you. Daisy, for Christ's sake, man. You just been paid or something? Seriously, guys, just your viewership is enough. Only spend what you can afford, etc., etc. I don't know if anyone saw my message on Discord. Like I say, I'm not a horrible person. I just told you I cried over a pensioner in a supermarket. But yeah, that guy's gone back to his day job now on TikTok. The Mr. I don't need you watching if you're not gonna comment thing. So I just want to say, guys, shout out to all of our lurkers. This isn't working at the minute. What's going on here? Shout out to all of our lurkers, guys. We value all of you. Couldn't give a damn if you watched for 10 years and you never said a word. That's the fact that you've watched. It's all that matters. Oh, we're just having a bit of a weird out. I was doing some odd things there. I just wanted to try and stack it quite neat. It doesn't matter. I'm just trying to do a bit of realism. We all know I can't do nothing neat in this bloody game. Clive, thank you for the 5 gift subs. Thanks again, Dainsy. Like I say, so Clive 10 in total. Dainsy, what is that? You've just given out like pissing 35 or something. Have I missed even more? Appreciate you, mate. Says that as I'm adding merch to my basket. You don't have to. Pissing out. Ryan, you've bought pretty much everything in the shop, man. I appreciate you, Clive, mate. As long as you don't start sending me DMs for, like, personal requests or something. You're a good one. You don't have photos of my feet. Appreciate all the support, guys. We don't deserve it for a channel of this size. It's absolutely mad. If you look at our sub count on Twitch and our membership count on YouTube, It's way, way out of proportion for the... We've only got 1,300 subscribers on YouTube, and we've got like nearly 100 members. It's mad. It's all out of proportion. I'm grateful for all of you. You never know, do you, Liam? There's some bloody rummans on the internet. Yeah, you can jog on, Clive. I'll drop you like a stun. God, this thing takes a while to start up. That sounds like that need a bloody choke or something. I need a new bloody spark plug. Got water in the old distributor cap. Do cars even still have these things? I don't know. These are all things my dad taught me to maintain when I was a kid, and now I don't even know if modern cars have them anymore. Probably more chance of me looking in the bonnet of my car and seeing a server. I just saw the Mog t-shirt. I can't help it. Stop making good merch and I won't buy it. You'll be the first person to buy that, Ryan, mate, so let me know what it's like when you get it, because I've not ordered a sample of that. I'm not made of money. I can't keep... When we first opened the merch shop, I had to spend 80 quid buying samples of everything to check it was all right. And then I realised when I make about £2 profit per thing sold, I'd done a quick maths in my head and thought, oh shit, Joel, you're going to have to sell like about 100 things to get your money back. So I can't afford to do all the samples like I did first time around. So if there's any problems, mate, let me know. It has tension belts as well, Miles. This is the perfect small Holden trailer. The perfect small Holden trailer. Add your own merch to Throne. Could you imagine it? Not being able to buy your own t-shirt. If my dog stopped breaking, maybe I'd be able to. Bloody thing. Do you know what's really embarrassing, guys? My dog and me are currently on the exact same anti-inflammatories. So my flare this week, I had to start taking meloxicam, which is the anti-inflammatory I take when I flare. And my dog is currently taking meloxicam. Like, I'm literally on the same medicine as an animal. What's going on? No, I appreciate it, Miles. It's an absolute winner, this trailer. Well, I think you saw probably on the last stream how excited I was about it. So then to not be able to use it, I was gutted. I don't know which one of you should be more offended. I know. I know. Welcome in, Sandwich, mate. How's it going? Hope you're well. Look at that little old 3-month badge next to your name these days. How are you? Yeah, I didn't know this would have tension belts. I love that. I love how I started trying to stack this neatly and then I've just given up as the load has gone on. Just given up. It's a bit like life. Bro, you just slowly give up. Oh, I didn't realise you could open the flap. I could have put them in on the back. I'm learning all sorts about this trailer. We definitely haven't overloaded it. I'm good, mate. I'm good. I'm very much looking forward to the weekend. I've suffered since coming back from Kenya, so the fact that we now got sun coming, I'm very happy. I might have overloaded that, guys. I might have overloaded it. Let's get that. Let's get that to the storage before I lose any more. But look, because we've got this awesome quad, Miles and Stan, and there was someone else recommended this quad. Look at this. Love it. Tripped up the stairs and slammed my head. Firstly, Sandwich, I'm sorry. But I'm also, you can't share that stuff and not expect me to say, you know, you get stuff stuck in trees in Farm Sim, and now you fall up the stairs. That's a hell of an achievement, mate. It's a hell of an achievement. I hope you're alright. Welcome in, Shane. How's it going, mate? Can I not strap that? Oh, there we go. We're losing them off the back, though. Us having a bit of a fit, so let's get this gone. Oh, God, I haven't put a strap on the front. Look at this. We are gripped and loaded here. Love it. Thankfully, my stairs are carpeted. Yeah, that's a good job, mate. Yeah, boy. I'm loving this trailer. What the frick? How high is it going? Gust of wind, you're going to take down the rest of my house. That's mad. What sort of farm do you think this is? I don't need my bales to be stacked that high. Done by me as well. They're holding pretty good. You carpeted your own stairs, Sandwich. I don't mean to sound so surprised. That's actually mildly offensive. I didn't mean to sound so surprised. You're a man of hidden talents. I wouldn't know where to bloody start. I can't do anything with my hands. Giant haystacks. That's going back a bit. Welcome in, mate. How's it going? Alright, have I missed any? Probably. We'll find them next time, if not. I just wish this bloody thing would start moving about 5 seconds earlier. It'd take a hell of a while to get going. Whoop. You say about me playing bass, but you know, I got the guitar out for the first time. Those you might remember, guys, when I buggered up my shoulder last year, the physio said I was going for an audition in a band, right? So I was playing bass like 4 hours a day, trying to desperately learn songs in a really short period of time. And it was the same time I was using my steering wheel. And they basically said that rotation of the steering wheel and opening my arm up to play guitar is what caused my joint to go. So I've not picked up a guitar, apart from when I've pissed about to play dual and banjos on here for you lot. I've not picked up a guitar properly ever since then. So that must be, what, a year ago? It must be coming up for a year ago. Because I was using... I started streaming on TikTok in about the June, and I was using a steering wheel then. So probably just shy of a year, right? Last August, probably. Yeah, and I played a bit of acoustic last night, just for a bit of fun. It come back to me. I lost all my calluses on my fingers, though, so my fingers were killing me. Good, but I bet you're missing the warm weather in Africa. Funny you should say that, Shane. That's 28 at the minute here, and that's going to be 32 on Monday. So it's actually warmer than Kenya now, but it's just what I needed. My body didn't like coming back from Kenya. Because when I come back from Kenya, you might remember, guys, we had like a week of rain, right? A week of cold and grey and rain. It was horrible. You're good with a joystick in your hand. Yeah, I can operate a crane. I can operate a crane. Welcome over to YouTube, Clive. Right. So, where's the forklift? Is she there yet? That's all done, Gareth. That's all at home. Should we give it a go? Should we try it out? Should we try it? I can't believe this is my yard. Like, how freaking depressing is this? I love it. I love how different it is. It's so like, because Saxingham, we had a starting yard. 80 acres, we built it. We used a starting farm and then we developed it. I love the fact that this is it. We're literally Bear Grylls in it. On the side of a cliff with 2 sheep that we keep killing. And not for meat. Tempted to get rid of that, but I'll leave it for now. I'll leave it for now. Right. We'll try our pallet lifter. Take the trailer to it, Joel. That wouldn't make... We might not be able to use his trailer because it's in a flatbed, but we'll see how we get on. We'll see how we get on. Clive, why are you bloody gifting over on YouTube now? You've done enough on Twitch, man. Thank you very much for the 5 gifted memberships on YouTube, Clive. I appreciate you. Cheers for all your generosity tonight, guys. You didn't have to do that. I always just get a bit... I get more stressed that... because I had a week in Africa, and then I come back, and then I got sick this week. I get more worried about the bloody algorithm screwing me and people not finding us and all that jazz. But thank you. I appreciate you. Right, I'm going to see how this works. Obviously, this isn't full. Stop yawning, Joel. Oh, look at that. Look at the lift on it. Will this go in here? Prob's not. Oh, no, there's a wheel there, Joel. Alright, so we might need another trailer solution. But at least we can lift it. I'm not walking all the way to market. I hope that carries on filling now I've touched it. I hope that's not like a duckling that's going to get abandoned by its mother because I've touched it. I hope the pallet continues to fill. Alright, we'll leave that here. This is old rudimentary old farm, innit? Rudimentary old farm. Did Daisy just give out another 10 subs, or is that a repeat? For frig's sake, man. You're giving out, Dainsy, 25 gift subs, 10 gift subs. 10 gift subs, 10 gift subs. I'm not very good at maths, but even I can work out. That's 10, 20, 30, 55 gift subs, Daisy. Mate, you don't have to. You know that, right? Only give what you can afford. Did you say the back end? I did, Miles. Bloody hell, Miles is on it tonight. Miles is on it tonight. I forgot I could open the flap. Go on, make sure you open the flap. Joel, did you hear McVitie's have now released Jaffa Cake biscuits? Get out, Beano. Banned. Absolutely not. Whatever next. Chocolate malted milks? Disgusting. Oh, I don't think I can push it forward, though. I can't push it forward, look. She literally just goes up and down. Well, that's a sod. Alright, we'll look for a new trailer solution for that. But at least we can lift them, right? Because that was my big problem, is how am I going to bloody lift the buggers? But at least I can lift it now. Oh, Dainsy, don't come here using common sense. Why didn't I think of that? You just put the tip in. Just put the tip in. Be clever. Why didn't I think just to put the tip in? I'd have more bloody money if I did. Right. Like, that's not going to be pretty, right, Dainsy? But that'll do it. It's not going to be pretty, but it'll do it. It's only going to put in one bale, though. A pallet, innit? We'll have to have a think about that. Strom, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you. Cheers for the new followers tonight, guys. We don't often get new followers on the channel. I don't know why. It's always out of sync with how many people we have watch the streams. I think we just got a group of people that watch like religiously every week and rock in the corner in their spare time. But I appreciate all the new followers, guys. Thank you very much. And I love that you've thanked for the sub. That's awesome. Cheers, mate. Right, is there anything we can do in terms of trailers? We ain't got a lot of money. We ain't got a lot of money. mother trucker. Right. These aren't changeable, are they? This one can either be box, animal, or barrel, so that doesn't help us. That doesn't help us. Bloody hell, Tony's back to rallying on the old troops on the like button. Cheers, mate. By the way, guys, thank you so many. If we've got over 50 people watching across Twitch and YouTube, when I've just had to miss 2 streams on our regular schedule. I'm normally here on Tuesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. So thank you, guys. I appreciate all of you, because sometimes it can be really bloody hard to get back on stream, and when you missed your schedule, the algorithms don't fave you and all that. People assume you're not going to be back, etc. So yeah, I appreciate it. Right. Welcome in, Ben. How's it going? How's it going? You try and find Saturn. There might be a mod we can use. I just want like a little small flatty bed, don't I? Oh well, we'll worry about it when we're actually got wool to sell, but I'm going to have to sell the bloody wool, right? Because I'm skin. I'm skin. No, I didn't, Clive. I weren't sure if you were trying to trick me into getting in trouble with the missus or something by Googling that. And Joel won't be on again till Friday as the injuries. He'll get motion tomorrow. I think he's 19 again. Yeah, and the heat stroke. Dehydration, because I ain't got my wife there telling me to drink. Yeah, Sunday night might be a bridge too far, but we'll try and get back to the pigs on Saxlingham on Sunday night. Yeah, I don't seem to have an appropriate trailer. I'm yours, sorry. Sorry. I don't seem to have an appropriate trailer to go with that hand pallet pack. Because obviously the hand pallet pack comes with the pushable trailer, but my word, we can't keep doing it to Shelly, can we? We can't keep doing it to Shelly. Because we can put pallets on that. We can't, bless her. Look at the state of it. It look like your foot would go through it if you stood on it, doesn't it? The smallest tray. Oh, the little, yes, I know the one you mean, mate. This one. No, not this one. Yes. Great shape, Maverick, mate. Welcome in, by the way. Welcome in. Sorry if I missed you earlier. It's $4 though, but that gives us something to aim at. Yeah, that's a great shape, Maverick. All good. Just had 3 Zinger burgers, so time for my scheduled later. Ben, 3 Zinger burgers? How much did that cost? It's going to get me started again now. I don't mind spending money on KFC. I feel full after having KFC. It actually makes me tired. But McDonald's, I'm still hungry 2 hours later. This one can go flat as well, that. Oh my gosh, stop yawning, you prat. 3 Zinger burgers. Man knows how to live. Tenner? A tenner? Did you pay for 2 of them? Sunday may well be my last stream for a little while. A little is due to... Oh, do you mean your little one is due to enter the world, Dainty? Man, that's even more reason you shouldn't be throwing money at me. Bloody hell, Dainty. You should be putting that money away for all the shit that's coming your way. For the £40 McDonald's that are coming your way. Oh, let us know in Discord, mate. Let us know in Discord how it go and everything. Best of luck to you and the other half and all that. What do you mean, Clive? It weren't 58 quid, it was 62. 62 pounds. whenever we used to go to football away matches, we had this bloke called Toady. We always had KFC on the way back, and oh my god, it just didn't agree with him, right? He'd actually, like, he could kill a man in a car if you didn't open the windows after he had KFC. It's like, why'd you do it to yourself? All he done all day, all through the football, he's looking forward to his KFC on the way home at Cambridge Services or whatever, and then within 10 minutes, he's like guts are turning inside out. It's like, why'd you do it to yourself, man? Right, okay. So we're not going to be able to get the trailers yet. It's horrendous, Clive. I don't know what KFC does to that bloke, but it's killing him. He needs a piss and colonoscopy or something. I never liked Zinger burgers. Like, don't put piss and potato in my burger, right? Just give me a fillet burger. Keep it simple. Chicken, mayonnaise, lettuce. That's like when you go to them old dodgy kebab houses after a night at a club or something. They all insist in putting mayonnaise and tomato sauce in your chicken burger. What's wrong with you? I didn't ask for it. I didn't ask for tomatoes in my chicken burger. I want mayonnaise, because that's what normal people have in their chicken burgers. Like, no, like, choice, right? You're absolutely sloshed, but not sloshed enough to know that they put piss and 2 sauces in your chicken burger. My word. Dainty. I actually do have a supplier that can do baby stuff. I might sort you out. It feels like the least I could do, right? Feels like the least I could do. Someone switched his RAM red. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't realise I was doing it. But yeah, fillet tower burgers with a hash brown and tomato sauce. Like, frickin' get in the bin. What are you paying extra for that shit for? Keep it simple. Just keep it simple. Back the trailer up, Mark. That's another good suggestion. Right, guys, I need to make a note. I know, I tell you what, Dainsy, DM me on Discord your address. DM me your Discord your address, and then I'll sort you out. Right, okay. Sorry. Singer Tower burgers, what's the point? What's the point? Oh, would you like fries with that? No, you piss and shoved them in my burger. Solid old lump of spud on top of my chicken. In my carb inside my carb inside my chicken. Hash browns, best form potato. Absolutely not. I must admit, I don't mind McDonald's hash browns. I like McDonald's breakfast. That's the only time they will get my money. Never again on anything else. Bastards. But if I go out anywhere and they got hash, like say I'm staying at a Premier Inn or something, I can't stomach the hash browns at breakfast. They're rank. Last thing I want is them a chicken burger. Something they say, would you like an onion ring in that for an extra 59p? No! I want a chicken burger. Why do I want an onion ring in it? I don't ask you to stick a frickin' patty on top of my pizza. I don't ask for a sausage in my kebab. Sorry, I'll stop. Let's do some... You lot, you bloody do this to me. Right, should we see if my sheep are alright? Yeah, we're at 20% reproduction. Look, lovely old job. Now, we could... I know the original idea was to breed from those 2 sheep. We could buy some more sheep. We've only got 3 grand. We've only got HP to pay on the water tanker. Unless it's a gourmet burger place. Yeah, but the difference with a gourmet burger place, Ben, is I'll have the old stick in it, right? And the old onion rings will be on that, so you can fish them out, can't you? So I don't mind that. My other... I hope you didn't come here to watch Farm Sim, guys. My other gripe is when they say that your food comes with, like, a salad, and it's a salad garnish, and it's literally some wet wipe has put a sliver of red onion, 1 pathetic-sized lettuce leaf, and half a tomato, and they call that a bloody side salad. They ain't a pissing side salad. I'd get more nutritional value out of chewing on the napkin that come with the plate. That grinds my gears as well. And then you have to go and bloody order sides that come later and your main is cold and... Right. So, we could buy another couple of sheep. I know the original idea is we were going to breed from the 2 originals, but there's a long gap to fill till then, right? And we've got no real trees on this land. I don't really want to get into trees. I've done it too much on Achy Acres anyway. Look at our little abode. Why can't I spin round? There we go. Look at our little abode. Like, that is our yard, guys. This is it. This is it so far. I'm tempted to put some mud texture in there. That's right, guys. I've moved on now. We're alright. We're good. I got it out of my system. Got it out of my system. Yeah, I'm finished, Clive. I'm finished. I'm finished. What I might do is go buy some water. Where do we buy the water? Oh, Or would it be more sensible to buy the thingamajig and save on fuel? What does that even come under? What does the old water hoojama-flops come under? I've gone blank. Containers. 3 grand. I thought it was cheaper than that. 3 grand. That's my normal go-to one. Because I need something for when either that's frozen over or dry in the summer, right? Don't leave us with a lot of money, oh, do it. I've just told the miss about the baby grow and she said, thank you so much. Well, no worries, mate. If I can't do a baby grow, I can definitely do something like a bib or something. There'll be something I can do. Leave it with me. Leave it with me. I'm not sure. I'll keep it vague design-wise because I'm not sure any baby needs to have my influence at that young early start. What's the correct amount of cheese for pizza? What's your personal preference of a ratio base tomato to cheese? I don't bloody know, Dave. But if I see any bread, I'm pissed off. You know when you get them cheap supermarket pizzas and you can see half the bread in between the sauce? Take care, Clive, mate. Have a good night. Have a good weekend. Hopefully I'll see you Sunday night if I'm still all in one piece. Oh, dear. Welcome in, Alan, mate. How's it going? Hope you're well. Hope you're well. Well, I appreciate you, Dainsy, mate. Least I can do. Right. So we could get one of these that doesn't leave us with any money, though. And we haven't really got anything to sell yet. I feel like... How much would sheep be to buy? Because we've got to make sure we put our money in the best place. Do you know what I mean? Like, we could get a few more sheep that produce some wool a bit quicker and babies a bit quicker. Rather than worrying about water. I know water's kind of essential, but the sooner we get the sheep producing, the sooner we can get the wheels rolling. Quick non-official poll in chat, guys, just by answering. Do I buy the water tank or do I buy more sheep? Just put water or sheep in chat across Twitch and YouTube. Water or sheep? Water or sheep? Gareth LJ says sheep. Daisy says sheep. JCB Dave says garlic base. Pino sheep, Ben sheep, JSB sheep. Christ, more sheep than that. Pig says Ben. There's always one smart ass. Hash brown. Sheep. Right, okay, let's go sheep. It is the sensible economic choice, right? Because we should be right with water. I need a wet month. I need a wet month, and then this can fill up. We're getting some rain at 8 o'clock in the morning. We've got a rain in October. November looks like it's going to be dry. But the trouble is, you see here where it's going to snow. December, January and February, our water pond could freeze. And if it freezes, we can't get water out of it. So that's my fear with the water. We're not going to do goats yet, Ben, but I haven't ruled them out for the save. But yeah, good point. We could mix them in. But for now, it's just going to be sheep. Welcome in, Jack. Hope you're good, mate. Hope you're good. I'll go buy a couple of sheep then. We've got plenty of food now. We just don't have... That's the water situation that worries me. It's the water situation that worries me. Water across from the biogas plant. Yeah, still got to make sure I've got enough money for it though, Adam. But yeah, we'll definitely look that up. As long as I keep a few quid back. Oh, didn't see that rock there. Good job we didn't have the sheep in the back. Yeah, we'll get a couple of different sheep. And who knows what babies we'll get. I don't know what else that mod is doing, by the way, apart from killing my animals. I don't know what that mod does in terms of breeding, other than... Oh, there's one dead boar. Because obviously they removed the good animal mod, right? What a beautiful sheep. What a beautiful horse. Keep forgetting I'm in the UK and I've got to drive on this side of the road. But yeah, I don't really know what else this mod brings to the game other than animals dying, but... Indeed, Tony, indeed. I checked the description of that mod and you should definitely have male and female animals. But do you see what I mean? I'm not seeing it. All I get is it tells you the last birth. It tells you reproduction stakes. I think they're new, right? And they die. We know they die. But I'm not seeing any sexes. Welcome in for Germany, mate. I hope you're well. Thank you so much, thank you so much for getting involved. Lace, thank you so much for the lurker love. Shout out to all the lurkers. Appreciate you all. But yeah, I don't know. We definitely don't have male, female, right? It's very odd. We get this here now, which is prohibit automatic reproduction, and they die. They're the only real changes I'm seeing. I was hoping to have male and females. Right. Yeah, I'm glad you found us, mate. I'm glad you found us. Thank you for getting involved in chat. I stream this exclusively, guys, by the way. If you're new here, I'm here on Tuesdays, Fridays and Sundays, always subject to health and family life and everything. But if you're in the Discord, I try to keep everything updated in there is what I'm doing. It's saying male and female offspring. Did I miss something? Oh, is that what the mod says? Sorry. Right, what are we going to get here then? So we got one of them. I don't really do the brown sheep just because I don't get them around here. I don't see them. We'll go for a Welsh mountain. Also, guys, I saw if I'd have done the new map that everyone's playing, Whitcomb, they have extra, they have like new sheep breeds on there, don't they? I was gutted. It just felt a bit early to be playing that in case there was issues. Daisy, thank you so much for the gift sub to our new chatter there. I appreciate that, mate, and I'm sure they do. Thank you so much, Dainsy. Right, we'll get one of these bad boys in. And we'll go for another one of these. Or one of them. Doesn't really matter. Maybe only after they're born. I hope so, mate, because I wanted that depth, right? That's why I installed it for this save. Because I haven't got it for Saxlingham. So I wanted that depth. These sheep are about to have the ride of their lives. I surprised myself how quickly I'm finding my way around this map. Obviously, I don't know the outskirts at all. I've not looked in the main fishing village. I've not looked in that little village we came through earlier much. But I'm starting to learn my way around where I operate on this save. It's only a matter of time before I collide with the train, isn't it? Matter of time. Right, hold on, sheep. You're just going to have to trust me on this one, alright? You're just going to have to trust me. I know a shortcut. It'll be fine. Hold on. Oh, hell. Nearly went backwards then. Oh, there was a bale there I missed. I could have guessed that. I'm sure they are, JCB Dave, but when you're starting a new series, you have to try and minimise the risk, right? And I ain't been in this game long enough to know standards. Right. I keep bloody missing it. There we go. What do you mean the vehicle's no longer available? There we go. Check out a new sheep. Hopefully you ain't killed them yet. Where are you hiding? Got 1, 2, 3, 4. Lovely old job. That's the thing. I'm going to have to remember how many I got, though, because with this mod, when they die, if they go to low health, I need to keep an eye on them. The old tail on that one. Alright, they're happy in the bushes. They're happy in the bushes. Right. We could go for a couple more. I think we go for a couple more. Just got to make sure they don't get through tons of food. So, day, 200 litres a day. They've got 13,000 litres. Oh, Christ, that's fine. Because obviously, if you've been watching the Saxingham series on Sundays, you'll know the issue we've got with the pigs is I have to feed them twice a day. And I ain't even got that many pigs in here. But they're only getting through 200 litres a day at the minute, so that's fine. And then water, they get through 80 litres a day, so that's awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Because that's the issue, as we scale up the number of heads, I need to make sure I can feed and water them. My interesting route I have in and out of my farm, but don't question it, it's fine. It's the quickest route to the animal trader. Oh Christ, it's nearly 9 o'clock. Where'd them 2 hours go? It's only a matter of time before that old boy in that caravan kicks off me going through here like the hell when he's got a horse. Getting spooked. Mark says, is there any money in horses, guys? I've not done horses, so over to you guys in chat. Mark on YouTube wants to know if there's any money in horses. Are you about, Dave Bot? Right. We'll get another 2. Got Finder's pancakes. I'm sorry you're getting absolutely no help, Mark. Welcome to the club. Welcome to the club. I spent all of the last stream trying to get water out of the river on Kinlaig. Why has one of my fields just randomly got a massive pool of water in it? You didn't try and turn it into a rice paddy, did you? Sorry, I'm being as helpful as chat. That's what I've heard Dave bought as well, that there's money in it, but you've got to do all the training, right? I think we'll stop after this. 6 sheep feels like a good start, because I don't want to get overwhelmed, because if we suddenly have loads, that's a lot of money and everything I've got to find, right? To feed them. Oh hell, that was the wrong time for the game to auto-save. The sheep nearly went flying. Could you imagine if the physics were like that? If you do a sudden break, whatever's in the back of your truck, like your bales would go flying. Could you imagine if the animals did? Just sheep hurtling across the field. It's alright, because nothing dies in this game. They'll be fine. I just dust them off, I'll be fine. That's as close as we're coming to having a head-on with the old Flying Scotsman. Alright, sheep, hold on. Hold on. I said hold on. I'm going to have to actually start using roads when we get proper trailers, right? Doesn't that look cool, though, all them sheep on the cliffside with no fences? Can you see where I'm going with this now? You imagine if we have loads of little fenceless pastures enclosures up here. So it just looks like there's all sheep roaming the hillside. It's going to look cool as hell, look. And imagine there's a farmhouse at the top of that hill. And not one that's fallen down with some tents pitched next to it. See? I had a vision. I know it doesn't always make sense sometimes, my ideas. They might not always be crystal clear at first. But stick with me. Lovely old job. Lovely old job. Where's that bale I left? There was definitely one I left here, wasn't there? Yeah, here. Are them sheep strapped in with ratchet strap? No, I glue their feet to the floorboards. Nail through the toes. Yeah, from what I hear, Mark, they're a different angle, right? So if you're looking for a change of pace or something different, or you're getting a bit sort of burnt out with the usual stuff in the game, definitely worth a go, horses. Nice, Tony, nice. Yeah, the plan is, guys, I'd like to build a house. This is long term in the save, obviously. Obviously, I don't think I can do anything up here. I'm not sure you can buy this. But we could build a little, like, farmhouse here. And then this would be, like, a yard. And we put a gate in here. And that's the entrance to the sort of pastures. That's the idea. You have sheep up here, down here. Maybe about 4 different fenceless pastures, right? And then we'll build a house up here and do a yard here. Smooth out some of this. This could be a gateway, a driveway that comes down, and this could be like the yard. Look cool, wouldn't it? See where I'm going with this now? It's not all just made up on the spot, you know. A house in the 2 sheep hobby. I'm a farmer, Tony. I'm a farmer. Keep doubting me. Keep doubting. Oh, Christ, yes, 9 o'clock already. Look at that. Where's the time gone? It's coming on now. This feels like less hectic than last time. Definitely less hectic. It's nice. It's a different farm. I like this. It's different. I normally do the sort of, you know, the well laid out, efficient, sort of common sense yards, and I like this. This is interesting me. Trouble is, when you only stream one game, you've got to keep finding different ways to mix it up, right? And this is definitely tickling my pickle. Right, guys, I'm going to take a quick break like I always do if you're new here. In order for me to stream 4 hours, I take a quick break halfway through. Only a couple of minutes, 5 at the most. I will leave you with this view of my fledgling sheep farm. And, yeah, I'll be back in a couple of minutes, guys. Please do keep the chat going. Please let anyone know that I'll be back in a couple of minutes. And know that the ads are something we have to do so that people get ad-free viewing when they join us over the next hour or two. I'll be back in a sec. Cheers, guys. Gone for 5 pissing minutes, and what the hell happened there? What happened there? I come back and all my screens on OBS and my streaming software were black. So my Twitch activity feed was black. My YouTube activity feed was black. The chat was black. The scene selection was black. What happened there? That's just an indicator that you lot shouldn't be brought together, I think. Right, let's get multi-chat going again. Let's fix that. There we go. Right, sorry guys, multi-chat died there. So you'd have been able to talk to each other on your own platform. Right, let's see what we missed. I didn't think I missed anything because of multi-chat, right? Sorry guys. Oh well. Oh well. Take care, JCB Dave, if you caught the end of that. Right, guys, can I just have confirmation on Twitch and YouTube that you can see and hear me and everything else? Just so I know that the chat is working again. Oh, I made a mistake. I thought, I'm not going to have anything bad. I'll have a handful of strawberries. And I've got little bloody seeds in my teeth. YouTube, Twitch, are you with me? My multi-street chat still isn't working. Oh, there we go. It's kicked in again for me now. Jesus Christ, what's going on? There we go. Let me just flick over to that scene and see if it works now. Is it updating? It's not updating the multi-chat, is it? No. It's not updating the multi-chat. Oh well. Oh well. As long as I can see your messages. It's weird though, because I can see Ben has messaged, yes, can hear you on Twitch, and I'm not getting on my multi-chat yet. Right, so multi-chat has clearly got an issue. Let me see if I can refresh that. 2 seconds, guys. Let me see if I can refresh that. So it's a pain in the arse if I can't use my multi-chat window. I use a third-party piece of software to basically bring the two in. So if I can't, then I have to look in 2 different places for YouTube and Twitch. But what's happening is it's delayed. So I've just seen on Twitch, Miles has said all good, but I haven't seen Miles saying all good on my multi-chat yet. So the multi-chat is behind. Let me restart that. Let me restart it, guys. See, Miles, every time I tab out of the game, Miles, it updates, and I now saw it. Let's close multi-chat and come back into it. Right, can someone say something on Twitch? I want to see what the delay is between it appearing on Twitch and it appearing in my multi-chat. See, this is why I have a tablet here, which shows me what you guys see, because then I can confirm it. So Liam has put some weird emote thing that hasn't come through on multi-chat yet. Why is there such a delay? So as soon as I tab out of the game, multi-chat updates. Okay, let's see if I can get YouTube. How am I going to make this work? How am I going to get YouTube chat in here? No need to shout. Yeah, basically multi-chat is working when I tab into it. It's not working when I go into the game, which is odd. That's a ball ache, innit? We'll see if we can make it work. Alright, guys, if you notice I'm replying to stuff very, very late, let me know. Let me know. Right, we need to have a little look about what other usable land we got here for getting grass out of. Obviously, we can cut all the way up to that hill. Right, that's working now, Ryan. Awesome. That's not the map I want this one. So our land is vast, look. It goes the other side of the road. And we've not explored that yet. Oh, it goes over to that footbridge as well. I know a lot of it is rocks and sheer cliff faces, so it's not a lot of usable space, right? But technically, it goes past this path. Right, it's all working now, guys. So we can cut the grass here. And it also tickles up into this space. What do you think of the England squad selection? Frickin' bizarre, mate. Bizarre. And this bit as well. There's a little bit of space here to get some grass as well. Only a little, but still. Right, now I did see we go across this road as well, I think. Do 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 do. Oh, so we have got a little bit of woodland here, if a need ever comes. Got quite a bit of woodland here, so this is all ours. This is all ours. Hell, there's quite a lot of land up here, look. We'll have a think about what we can do with this at some point. So, a lot of land comes with this. It's just sort of like, a lot of it is not very usable. Because it's all hillsides, right? But it's something we could do that in the future. Can't believe I wasn't selected. Henderson is nearly my age. I don't understand that. I don't understand what... I get you want leaders and stuff, but you got Harry Kane. I don't know what dirt Jordan Henderson must have on him. We have Craig Gordon at 42. Yeah, but you also have like Rafe Rovers and Forfar, and you got to take what you can get in. You're up. I was going to check my wife is safe, right? Because she said she was going to go fill up my car for me. Going to look on the Ring doorbell. She said she was going to go fill up my car for me, so I ain't got to do it in the morning. All the lights are out downstairs, so she's either still with Dylan and having a nightmare, which is unlikely, but she's left my bank card on the side. So if she has gone out, she's gone out without my card to pay for the petrol. Whether or not she knows this. Right, she left the house at 8:39. She put her car on the side of the road, and then she left in mine. So yeah, she's gone to fill up my card without any means of payment. The silly sod. Hang on, when did she move her car? 2 seconds. She's got like a sieve for a brain, so she forgets stuff all the while, bless her. Dual chat's not working again. I'm still sitting on Kilted Stag's message from Craig about Craig Gordon. What is going on? Right, is it going to come through? Yeah, I know I got Miles' message from about a year ago about Holiday Home. Yeah, that's a good shape, Miles. The Holiday Home thing's a good shout. So I'm just... My wife worries me. Alright, let's see. See how far she gets till she realises she's got no means of paying. Right. I don't know what's going on with the dual chat at the minute. The last message I've got is Miles saying it'd be a great spot for a holiday home constructible. But over on Twitch, I can see there's loads more messages. What's going on? What's going on? Every time I tab, if I press tab, multi-chat updates, even if I'm in the game. So I've now got all the messages from Tony, Jack, Miles, Stag. Now, I ain't got to worry about parking tomorrow, Tony, mate. I've got accessibility parking because I never know what state I'm going to be in, right, for these things. So thankfully, I've got a spot all sorted. But thank you, mate. I appreciate that. Right. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with multi-chat. I don't know what's going on with multi-chat. But there we go. I take it you can all see and hear me, alright, guys? I take it you can all see and hear me, okay? But yeah, that ain't a bad shout, though, Miles. You could put the old, do a holiday home thing there, right? To make this a bit different. That is, that ain't a bad shout, right? Because you've got the, I assume it's you, as I can see in here. Cool. Born and raised in Hatfield. Hell. The only thing I knew about it was it being near the airport and going through it on the way to London if there was a problem on the M11, right? That's my only experience of it. But I went to Slam Dunk last year and that's an awesome site. Yeah, what was I doing? The old glampany thingamajigs. Where do I find them? Constructibles. Cheers, Alan. Thank you for confirming, guys. That's really off-putting when you have a technical glitch, right? Because you just have to assume that you're going out okay. But it doesn't help when my tablet, which has got Twitch coming back so I can see what you guys see, is delayed and blurry. So hopefully it's not my internet. Let's kill that and go again. Bear with me, caller. We'll blame the heat. We'll blame the heat. Right, yeah, where are them constructibles? So it needs roof tiles, planks. But yeah, if you could do it so you could build one out of the wood you clear, that'd be quite cool, right? If you could build something out of the wood you clear, that'd be quite cool. Oh, got a shiver down my spine. Someone just walked over your grave. No, they freaking did. I'm not dead. Right. Imagine if I was and this was all just some sort of fantasy. None of you exist. Right. Yeah, so we could do that. Or, yeah, it's just them constructibles, isn't it, that give you rent. Yeah, no, that's what I mean, Tony. My only experience at Hatfield is when I've had to go that way because there's been a problem on the M11. Does that make sense? It's my, like, previously, that was my only experience. This is where we upgrade, this is where we upgrade our tent. Look. Before we get a farmhouse, guys. Before we get a farmhouse, we're going to get this, look. We'll replace our tent with that. Yeah, sorry, mate. You know I'm not very clear at times. I knew what I meant in my head. That would be the kiddie, wouldn't it? Or you put it here somewhere. And that feels like the next step. Before we buy a farmhouse, I feel like we need to have that. We need to have an old static motorhome, right? And we'll gradually climb the ladder. Farm machinery before houses. Yeah, absolutely. Don't worry about that. We put the farm first. We put the farm first. Right. So they're all good. We're only in the second month. It's only 10:49 in September, I've only just noticed. So the sheep are fed. We've still got the bit of a water situation. I'm down to £1,400. I'm going to cut some more grass because I worry we might have to sell it. I don't think we'll get exactly anything worth it for doing it, but we need to keep ourselves busy. Now Tony think we're just a hobbyist on this piece of land. We've got to show him that we're a farmer. Get one you can tow around. You can have a different view every week. Yeah, we're going to go full-blown LJ and JSB with a static caravan. I feel like a mower has got to be our next upgrade. I feel like our little push baler does all right. But maybe our next upgrade should be a ride-on mower. Yeah, I'm gutted this year, Tony, because they've added a second accessibility car park. So I'm not complaining. I'm very grateful. But it's not, the one I'm on now, like for the people that are like, you know, able to travel under their own steam, is at the front of the main car park. But the original accessible car park for Slam Dunk South was like like in a totally different part, like 500 yards around the other side. Which meant when you exited, you were sent a different way, and you were sent down like a little lane, which would almost be like a private entrance to the to Hatfield Park. And you literally had no traffic. You just come out, job done. It used to be bloody bliss, but I totally get it. If they got more demand, then obviously you need your wheelchair users to have that them. You know, be in close proximity, because I can walk, right? I'm just trying to limit the amount of walking I'm doing, because if not, by the end of the night, I'm freaking barely standing. But yeah, I was gutted about that, because that was last year was so easy to get out of. If you have a ride on mower, you can employ Shelly to drive it the first time. That's a great shout. Good old Shelly. Good old Shelly. I keep having issues with Twitch on my tablet. I've got a new tablet and it still does what the old tablet used to do. I wonder if it's because I'm streaming it and watching it from the same location. Because it all goes blurry and laggy, and I thought it was my old tablet because it was like stopped getting updates like 2.5 years ago. So I give it to my son. He's loving it, playing games on it and stuff. Got a new tablet for when I went to Kenya. Only a cheap like Lenovo thing for watching Netflix on. But whenever I have Twitch on there, eventually, after about 2 hours, it just turns into a blurry, laggy mess. And I don't know why, because the tablet's great. So I think it's just Twitch. I think it is Twitch. I don't know why it does it. Same thing as we don't understand why YouTube lags if you watch a stream for more than a couple of hours, right? And you get messages coming through massively behind after something happened. And you have to tell people, just refresh your feed, mate. But yeah, Twitch works fine on my mobile. It works fine on a TV. But on a tablet, it always, after a couple of hours, it's like, it's nonsense. I couldn't watch it. It's useless. And you try restarting Twitch and it kind of just carries on where it was before. But for the first couple of hours, it's mint. And then it just goes to shit. Probably explains why we lose viewers in the second half of 4-hour streams. People can't tolerate the tech. I bet you wish you had hips like my character on here. Like a frickin' tango dancer who changed direction. I don't know how much grass we're getting out of here, but it's all free money. We're not even spending petrol, guys. I did notice though these tools need repairing. Sucks. Can't I just have a can of WD-40 and a spanner and sort out myself? Suppose you got to get the old blade sharpened. Imagine the size of his calves. He'd have a chest like a brick wall. Imagine doing it in wellies as well. The blisters. The absolute blisters. Probably the one that brings you out on the Welland Garden City Road. Well, you know, like when them halls, mate, where they kind of have the private entrances with the gatehouse at the end, right? It took you down there. So when everyone else was going out the main entrance and exit, I'm like weaving my way through these like meadows and stuff, and we come out through like an old gatehouse, like Tudor style kind of gatehouse, and then I was on a B road. And then I was on that for a couple of miles, and then I hooked back up with the motorway. Jobs are good, and right? That's brilliant. I loved that. Not going to get that luxury this year. Gabe, welcome in. How are we? How are we, Gabe? I can't remember what we call you. Gone blank. Hope you're good, guys. How are we all? How are we all? Welcome in, Unjust, Miha, Senza. Great to see all those familiar names in chat. Hope you're good, guys. Hand tools, yeah. We're starting from scratch on a different save here. This is what we do on Friday nights now. We're in Kinlaig with some very low-flying geese by the looks of it. We're in Kinlaig up in Scotland. We're starting a very primitive hillside sheep farm. The idea was I was going to have 2 sheep, and then we were going to create an empire from them. Unfortunately, our first 2 sheep didn't survive the first month, but we won't talk about that. We had a slight mishap in that they might have died of thirst, because I couldn't source water in time. But it's all good. It's all good. We got more sheep. We went and bought some more. But we are having to hand cut the grass. We're hand baling the grass. Yeah. This first time I've played a save on this map. But essentially we're still doing the long day 1 save on Riverbend. That's on Tuesday nights. Achy Acres, over 800 hours into that. On Sunday nights is our Saxlingham save with the pig farming. And this is our... Oh, just to give you a bit of a tour, guys, as well. All we have... We don't even have a house. This thing's fell down. There is a bath, though. You don't get a lot of privacy when you use it. But this is my home. I'm starting in a tent on a hillside. Starting on a tent in a hillside. I've got sheep down there, like I say. In an ideal world, would have been bred from the first original 2 sheep. But the two sheep died. We won't talk about that. So we're having to cut the grass by hand. We're having to bale it by hand. We've got nothing but a quad with no tractors or anything. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. All I did was I buy this 1 plot of land, guys, and then I gave myself £10,000. So it's a big plot of land, but it's all hillside. It's very unusable. And then the idea is using fenceless pastures. We will have sheep all over the hillside. That'll look very nice. That's the plan. Anyway. Well, welcome in, everyone. Guys, if you haven't done so already, please do go check out Gabe's channel. Give him a follow. I saw you you got a new SMP now on Minecraft. When I had a little lurk earlier anyway. Yeah, so that's the idea, guys. This will all be full of sheep at some point, right? That's the plan. Yeah, I forgot you played this, Senza. Totally forgot. I'm glad you're having fun. How's the pup? Yeah, they keep calling me, I say they, mainly Tony, because he's cruel, keeps calling me a hobbyist. He says this isn't a farm yet. I've got like 6 sheep, 8 if you include the 2 I killed accidentally. I think this is a farm. I'm classing it as a farm anyway. Scratching out a living. It's really good, so snuggly and sweet. I don't remember Clyro ever being snuggly and sweet. My Jack Russell was. when I got Clyro, my spaniel, who's caused me nothing but problems, bless him. He's currently on crate rest at the minute because he's hurt his leg again. So my dog is on the exact same anti-inflammatories as I am at the minute, which is amusing. Apart from maybe the first 2 nights, he never sat with me again. Like, he's got no interest. He's the opposite of a lap dog. Absolute opposite. I miss it madly because having had a Jack Russell before him who just lived on my lap, it's very weird to have a dog that doesn't, like, kind of want to be physically touched. That's just new to me. But as the vet described it to me last year, when he was having all sorts of x-rays and checking out what's going on with his leg, you get people that are aloof and don't being like being hugged, she explained. And you can get dogs like it as well. So we just have to accept him for what he is. Aloof. Welcome in, Si. Can't wait to see you tomorrow, mate. Can't wait to see you tomorrow. Reminder for anyone, guys, just in case anyone in chat is going, Slam Dunk us this weekend. Me, Si, Amy, a couple of others will be meeting up tomorrow at the Safe event at Hatfield. Can't wait. Can't wait. I'm still getting over a flare, Simon. I've been taking meloxicam anti-inflammatories like they're going out of fashion this week. But I think I'm going to be good. I might be a broken man by the end of it. I'm going to also be burnt to a crisp looking at the weather tomorrow. I'm going to need lots of sun cream and water. But yeah, can't wait, mate. Last time we were in Birmingham for Biffy Clyro, weren't we? So it's becoming a thing that we only see each other when there's music playing. I will though say though, mate, if I do anything though, I'm going all out for Set Your Goals set. And then if I have to sit down and watch Goldfinger, then that's fine. I can live with that. If I have to sit down to watch the Mazingers or Alistair or Take 'Em Back Sunday, that's fine. But I'm going absolutely loopy for Set Your Goals. Is Mama Mod back? That's a good point, Liam. Should I check? Oh, hang on. Just as you said that, I said there's a person at the front door. Oh, money out. She must have come back from a card. She must have come back from a card. She's funny. How? She's like, oh, yeah, I'll fill your car up. That'll be one less thing you've got to do in the morning. And then at 9 o'clock on my break, I go downstairs and see she's left my bank card on the side. As my nan would say, she'd lose her head if it weren't screwed on. But yeah, I hope, Si, I actually see Amy before the last band this time. Because we were there all last year. I know Signal is sketchy, right? But Amy just appeared for Alkaline Trio set. And I didn't watch Day to remember whoever it was. I went off Story So Far. Can't remember who it was. I went home. Because they didn't really interest me. But obviously, like, Amy just appeared for, like, the last band, second last band of the night, right? So hopefully I see her before that this time. My lab is the same, 10 now, and only wants to know me if he's ill or I have food. Yeah, so when Clyro's not well, he'll come near me. That's the only time. So we were on holiday a couple of years ago in a caravan, and he ate stuff on the beach he shouldn't have eaten, and he was throwing his guts up. And that's the only time he's laid beside me and put his head on my lap. And that was only for like a few seconds before he then would do circles on the floor, honk up, and then come back again, sort of thing. So apparently they have Wi-Fi this year. That'd be awesome if they are. If not, mate, we'll work something out. Smoke signals. Just keep shouting Joel repeatedly like Alan Partridge. It'll be fine. How many Joels can there be? It'll be fine. Gabe says his dog wants to sit on my lap at my desk. I've never known a dog that wants to cuddle this often. She's also part weenie dog, so that might stuck. Yeah, I love that, Gabe. I love that. Like, you know what I mean? You accept these things and you love your animals and that. But it's been the biggest challenge. I've had 3 dogs in my life, starting from when I was 15. Obviously, we had dogs. I've had dogs my entire life, but dogs that were actually mine. And it's been so hard because I don't know how to bond with a dog that doesn't, like, want any affection. He wants you if he got food, and then that's it. Other than that, It's like when you're walking me. Take your radios. Oh, Dave, why didn't we think of that? Who bought me the radios, guys? Jesus, I've got to remember now. Who bought the walkie-talkies? That'd be brilliant. Slight problem, though, Dave Bot. How do we do the exchange in the first place? Oh, why didn't I think of that? The walkie-talkies. Guys, what's the name of the chap that bought the walkie-talkies? He's still in Discord. Oh, God, if you're watching this, mate, I'm sorry I can't remember your name. Me and Dylan have used them in the woods. They're good fun. That would have been brilliant. 10-4, rubber dick. Sai come in. In the middle of a mosh pit. And you suddenly hear Amy absolutely sloshed on the other end. People will come up to you thinking you're security, yeah. Or a dickhead. One of the two. One of the two. Still going on this old hillside. I'd have like arms of steel doing this. Especially with all the rocks in here. Imagine hitting one of the rocks at full speed. Or both. Yeah. Dan! Sigh! Sigh! Yeah, I think I tried to message Sai last year for about 4 hours. Until he finally got the message and I happened to be in the place that I said I was 4 hours ago. Because I spent most of the time last year at the same stage. Which made life easier. You're not allowed to take flags in Ivers. You can't do like the Glastonbury thing, right? Of some 30-foot pole with a random flag on the top. Yeah, Lay, sorry we're talking about dogs, mate, after what you just went through. It's always a hard one. But I didn't ask Gabe about their puppy on the last time they raided us, so I had to. I'd kept that in the bank that I remember. I wasn't very polite. I didn't ask Gabe about the puppy last time they raided. Go in matching farmer caps. And to be fair, at Slam Dunk, Ben, all you have to do is wear some colour. There's so many people in black. I'll be in black as well. There's so many people in black that if you just wear just like a rainbow tie-dye, you'd find them instantly. The thing I love about Slam Dunk, though, it's like a one-day festival, though, right? So you always have clashes. It's really miserable because you have to make some really hard decisions. Like, they have put Alistair and the Mazingers and Zebrahead all overlapping at the same time. It's really cruel for people like me who like that genre and, you know, they're all bands that you'd normally see in their own right, normally. So you have to make some hard decisions, but it's amazing what you can cram in a day. It's like last year, I didn't get to see the Used, the Finch, Ataris. There were so many bands I wanted to see, and you have to make some brutal decisions, but it's like going to a festival without having to do the camping and pooing in a bucket kind of thing. Yeah, at the end of the night, you're back in your own bed. It's lovely. It's lovely. What I'll do, Si, if I send you... I think I have sent you the bands I'm going to see. I've changed it slightly. But on the old Slam Dunk app, you can do you can favourite what bands you want to see. So then you've got like a personal timetable. I'll screenshot that again in the morning, Si. And then you have a rough idea where I'll be. There's no point asking Amy, because Amy still probably hasn't even looked at who's playing. Like, Amy's brilliant. I wish I was like Amy. She'll just waltz up and have the time of her life without any planning whatsoever in any given situation. And Amy, if you ever watch this back, you know I'm right, so... I must be brilliant to live like that. Where I'm planning, I've packed my bag 3 days ago. Has Selby? I've not heard from him since Dave Bot, but you watch him next week appear, probably as early as Sunday night. Oh, you never text me. Why would I text you? You're so non-committal. Why would I text you? But that's what he'll say. He'll put it on me every time. Bless him. Funniest moment I ever had at a festival. I went to Red and it was about a week after my 18th birthday. It was brilliant. And it was also like one of the best set lists, best lineups ever. It was like Blink-182, System of a Down, Linkin Park, Metallica, Sum 41. You'd have paid like mega bucks to see all them on one lineup nowadays. And there was a technical issue with one of the bands, which meant there was a gap before System of a Down. It just got dark, and I was getting a bit leery. I was getting a little bit like Woodstock 99, because people were waiting for a band to play, right? And so people started throwing stuff and messing around, and this guy appeared in a fake policeman's, like an American-style policeman's officer outfit with the old rounded helmet. Take care, Tony, mate. Have a good one. Thank you very much. Very kind of you. Thank you for all your generosity earlier tonight as well, mate. And remember, you're not 19 anymore. I will be reminded of that promptly after the first mosh pit, Tony. Good thing about Slam Dunk, most of us aren't in the pit that young anymore. Yeah, and this guy tried to stop everyone, like role played, being this police officer. Tried to stop everyone from throwing stuff. So you can imagine what happened, right? Everyone targeted him. Like, at one point, I was a little bit fearful for his safety because there were so many bottles being pelted at him. He was just, like, in this fetal position on the floor, rocking. Like, I guess it seemed like a good idea at the time. He thought he was being helpful, and by getting into the middle of this circle and trying to get everyone to stop throwing stuff, and all he'd done was made himself a target. Like, he was fine. He had a helmet on. But still. And then about 5 seconds after that, a bottle hit me on the head, and it ran down my face, and it was salty. And to this day, I know deep down that was a bottle of piss. And I just try not to think about it. Because it ran down my face and over my lips. And it was salty, and it was warm. And I know there's someone out there in the world whose wee I've tasted, and I don't really want to dwell on it. But yeah, festivals. Some nice names. Yeah, if you ever look up that lineup centre, it would have been Redden 2002, 2003. Christ, I don't know. But the poster for it is insane. The amount of bands, like there was like in one of the sort of supporting tents, there was even Biffy Clyro way before I would have known who they were, right? I remember trying to get in the tent to see AFI, and it was just like queued like for miles. Back when Redden was good, and not like headlined by 1975 or whatever. Like I'd never go to Redden now, but back then it was like a mecca for my sort of music. I didn't mean to take the piss. Yeah, it's grim. It was grim. Dylan would love this save. He'd just rip around on the quad bounce. Oh, yeah, don't tell him about it. Actually, he couldn't do that much damage, could he? Maybe we should get Dylan on here next Friday to have a rip around on the quad. That feels like a good idea. Just got gifted a 1988 UK live record of Metallica. Nice, mate. I must admit, Metallica were one of them bands that back then I weren't into them, right? I liked them at pop punk and all that. But, my word, did I appreciate how good they were live. Like, the one that blew me away, like I say, I wasn't a metal fan at all, but System of a Down were incredible live. And you know a band is good live, right? When you're not that fussed about seeing them, and they just blow you away. Like, they were so good live. Yeah. There were so many bands that I saw there that weekend that I totally forgot about until I saw the poster, like, years later. Placebo were there. Darkness. Who else? It was like mental. It was just, and there was one day in the tent, and it was just like my dream day. Me and my brother didn't leave the tent for like 7 hours. It was just banger after banger, like Pennywise, Lagwagon, the Ataris, just all that sort of era, that Fat Records label era. That's my bottle. Fun fact, I was in the UK less than a week ago. I visited York, Black Sheep Brewery. Yep, I love York. York is very similar to where I live in Norwich. I always feel like there's a lot of like comparisons, all the churches and the old walls and the vibe about York. I went to York we used to go on holiday in the North Yorkshire moors, and on our last day we'd always go to York, and I always loved York. It was always a city that it just felt very similar to what I was used to in Norwich. Well, apart from the piss shower, yeah, Ryan. There's not much to destroy, to be honest. Stan, don't you start. I already had Tony calling this a hobbyist farm. It's a farm. We might only have a tent and a hand-powered mower. But I need to just check my wife's got home, because I don't know what she's doing, bless her. I can see that money has come out of my account, so that's good. She can be anywhere. Apologies for this, but I was born that year. Jesus Christ. Right, my car is back in the driveway. Let's send her a message to make sure she's home. Saw you were gone, but my card wasn't earlier. I'll put chat has been worried. Right, I'll see if she replies. Right. Love the North Yorkshire moors. Yeah, me too, mate. I had the best family holidays up there. She's put, I can hear you. Oh, whoops. I bloody forgot it. Okay. I would say to her, thanks for the free fuel, but I can now see that she must come back for it, because the money come out of my account. It cost a peril. Over 70 quid to fill my tank now. Cheers, Trump. Literally, it used to cost me about 50 quid to fill my tank. I'm from Belgium, and beer is our kind of thing. Yeah, I love Belgian beer. I love a good... So when I went to Yeeps a couple of years ago, there's a little microbrewery in Yeeps. Under they're like railway arches or something. Oh, I can't remember what the brewery's called now. But I do love a good old sort of like what my old man would call as a live beer. A live beer. I went to school with the guys from the Darkness. Yeah, they were Lowestoft way, weren't they? They were Lowestoft way. My claim to fame, Ben, isn't as cool because it's not a rock band like the Darkness. But I think I said it on here before. My brother's boy, my nephew, goes to school with Ed Sheeran's kid. Well, actually, we got way too many links to Ed Sheeran. We used to play hockey with his wife at Halston Magpies. Used to play in mixed teams with her. And yeah, my brother now lives in Framlingham. Although I did hear he was going to move away, apparently, but... Small old world. Take care, Miles, mate. Take care. I thought I'd lost it on the path at first as my wife and my bank card. When I was shuffling cars, I was glad when I just forgotten it. Bless her. Bless her. So, well, thank you anyway. Rosters, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate that. I was saying earlier, we don't get that many followers on Twitch these days. Don't ask me why. We have loads of wonderful people watch. So thank you for bumping the number. I appreciate that. I hope you're enjoying it. Guys, you can normally find me here on Tuesdays, Fridays and Sundays. We're currently doing a different save on each of those nights. So we've got this one on a Friday now, which is only the second time we've done this. Brand new starting from scratch save on Kinlaig. Well, we had one piece of land and 10 grand in the bank. We do an 80-acre save. That's on Riverbend on Tuesday, which I've been doing since day one of Farm and Sim, since that came out back in November 24. So that's over 800 hours into that one. And on Sunday nights, we do some pig farming on Saxingham, which in real life is only about 10 minutes away from me, which is quite cool. Cody, thank you so much for the sub on YouTube. That only just come through, mate, but it looks like that was about 20 minutes ago, so sorry about that. I get notifications of subscriptions, sorry, on YouTube really late, and I don't know why. But I appreciate you if you're getting this, hopefully. Senza, thank you so much for the bits, mate. Thank you so much. You don't have to do that. Your viewership was more than enough, mate. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But yeah, I can't, Senza, I can't remember that that brewery in Yeeps, but that was nice. I love a proper blonde beer, that is, not women. Right, let's sort that out. I don't need to text her anymore. She's safe and well. Right, let's get the old hand mower going. Mower baler. I don't even know how this thing works. I don't think I'll ever understand this box. That's like something out of like Victorian parlour games, where something goes on in there, but we don't really understand how or why. Let me have a drink. I haven't really drunk a lot tonight. Lost about half a stone in sweat. I know that much. My poor old aircon's on the lowest setting it can be on. Welcome in, Hamster, mate. How's it going? Right, let's go. And that bloody arms of steel. Doing all this pushing and pulling. Like a bloody workout. I don't know, I can't remember where I started cutting from now. I'll check it out, Senza. I've had drinks from the Black Sheep Brewery before. Yeah, I always was a bit of an IPA man. I must admit, I've not drunk since Christmas. You may or may not remember, I got ill at Christmas and I had a bloody multiple chest infections and was like quite unwell for a few months. And I didn't get to drink anything at Christmas. Had to watch my wife drink everything. She'll, if she overhears that, I'll get another bollocking. No, I didn't. That's an exaggeration. Yeah, so all the booze I bought for Christmas basically went down the drain or down other people's throats. and I ain't drunk since. Like, even tomorrow at Slam Dunk, I've got no plans to drink. No plans at all to drink. But I'll make a note of it for if I get the flavour again. I normally struggle in the summer. That's when I get the old taste for it again. But for now, I'm quite happy being sober. For my health, if anything, my health condition, everything, it just overcomplicates everything when I drink alcohol anyway, because I'm such a bloody balancing act of my immune system. You love a blonde beer and a ginger piss and ginger biscuits. I don't like ginger biscuits. Can't stand them. My wife always puts them in the biscuit barrel. Who does that, right? What satanistic, is that even a word? What evil people put ginger biscuits in the biscuit barrel to then basically taint all the other biscuits in the barrel to taste like ginger, but a faint version of it that's worse than the actual thing? Who does that? My wife does that. I know that much. It's like infuriating. wide old pickup on this mystery box, isn't it? You'll be about 23 years sober in November. Awesome, Dave. So when we finally arrange our Saxlinger meet-up, I won't be the only one on the old appetizers. Hate that. I'm glad it ain't me, just me, Geordie. I did visit the brewery. Thanks to my friend that booked us. I love that beer already. I love a beer tour. Me and my dad and my brother went through a phase of trying to do a beer tour every summer. I've got to try and sort something out for this year. We'd buy it for each other for like birthday presents and that. So we got so many. I'm very fortunate around here. We've got so many breweries around where I live, including the first English whiskey distillery as well. At one point they were the only ones. I don't think they are now. That's always good fun though. I love a beer tour, a brewery tour. Are we still keen on the idea of doing a meet-up, guys? Because I don't mind organising it. It'd only be like an informal thing at a pub, right? Might be able to twist my old man's arm into doing a barbecue or something. I love whiskey. That's my drink of choice, Senza. Yeah. I'm very fortunate in Norfolk as it's like the English whiskey distillery, and they do an awesome tour. Really good tour. I might need some of you locals to help me organise it there if we do a meet-up. Pub and barbecue, we all welcome, Senza. Yeah, so the idea is because I live very close to the Saxlinger map, and obviously it has a bit of a cult following in Farm and Sim, that map. So the idea was to actually arrange a meet-up that was kind of in or as close to possible as that area. And I was even going to try and invite Farm Sim Briscoe, who joins us on YouTube occasionally during the lives, who made the map. Going to invite him to come along. It'd be quite cool, wouldn't it? And my old man, he doesn't like to admit it because he doesn't like getting roped into it, but he's quite good at doing barbecues for that sort of thing. So he's a member of the TRF, the trail riders, sort of like Green Lane and motorbike riding thing. So if you ever want to get into off-road, and Liam, I can sort you out with that. And he'll do there's motorbike dealerships will have like open days. I've got a bale rolling down the hill, look. Why is that one bale rolling down the hill? It's gone. It's off. Just one. How weird. You see that, right? It's not just me. Don't know why I'm tilting my head on the side like a dog looking out of a window. Yeah, so like motorbike dealerships and that, he'll end up like doing barbecues for their he'll go to like the cash and carry and that. Because all you have to do is everyone just put in like a $5 or something. $10 at most. You could do your own grub, couldn't you? Yeah, I'll flesh that idea out. Yeah, I used to be in the TRF, mate. They're a good group, and they know all the bylaws and everything to keep you in people's good books, right? In terms of like the actual proper bridle path green lanes that you're allowed to use as long as you've got a legal motorbike and everything. I used to do it, but I concussed myself once, and I didn't lose my bottle. I just realised I can't afford to get injured once I had a newborn. So yeah, same reason I sort of stopped playing rugby and that as well. I got in a rut. You can get in these big old ruts from where agricultural vehicles have been, or unfortunately the 4x4s ruin it for everyone. They absolutely destroy the paths. Like the motorbikes get told you can't use them, but the motorbikes don't do any damage. They make a lot of noise, but don't do any damage. It's all the 4x4 lot that destroy the paths. And you get stuck in a rut, and I tried to switch from one rut to another and went absolutely flying. And it landed on my head, and the bike went over me. And I spent New Year's Day with no memory. I got no memory of one New Year's Day. Apparently I went round my mum and dad's, had roast, didn't say anything, sat there in silence the whole day. I should have gone to hospital. My wife found me asleep in the bath, so that could have been a dangerous end. I might not have ever made it to streaming. Oh dear. I might not have ever made it this far. Have you still got the bike place at Bury, mate? Because that's where I used to get all my fairings from my Yamaha. Oh, what's it called? Not Bavins, is it? Why do I got Bavins in, mate? That might be another bike shop. There used to be one at Bury. Anyway. Danes, you'd be well up for it. I think I was born in the wrong country. Yeah, we can wait for you, Sender. We can wait for you. Yeah, I like Glenmorangie. I must admit, I'm a bit. I'm not one of them people that only drink like one, right, Sender? I'm quite fond of lots of whiskies. So as just a drink and like mixer whiskey, I like Johnny Walker Red Label. Like if I'm just gonna have it with Coke or whatever. My favourite blend, I love Chivas Regal. 12 year. I think I've got a bottle of the 18 year behind my PC. Behind my PC, there's a load of old whiskies that I've never opened, and I totally forget they're there because they're behind my PC now. I've got all sorts in there. In terms of like, maybe I'm biased, I love that English whiskey in terms of a malt, which I know the Scots will kill me for saying. Bowers, that's it. I was close, Liam. I kept thinking Bavins. I think Bavins used to be in Dis. But yeah. I like Juno as well, Sensor. There's a Scottish whiskey called Juro, sorry. Juro. I always like that as a drink on its own kind of malt. But I'm not a snob when it comes to whiskey. I'll drink lots of ones. Lots of ones. That was good English, Joel. Right. We got a hell of a lot of bales there, guys. This is where you go and reach for the old bale collector trailer and forget that you're living in a tent. That's my name. What? In real life, Lace? Jura, that's it. Thank you, Kilted Stag, mate. You know what my memory's like by now. Yeah, I find that a very easy to drink malt. I like that a lot. My old man, I think that's behind my PC as well, bought me a the old whiskey guidebook. They update it every like couple of years. That's always a fascinating read. But whiskey's the one thing that doesn't make me ill, because I have I don't have like a I have a bit of a love-hate relationship with alcohol because of my long-term health condition. But whiskey is the one thing I can drink all night, whether that's neat, whether it's mixed, and it doesn't seem to have any ill effects with me at all. Yeah, I knew that as well, Stag. I just couldn't bloody pronounce it for whatever reason. Sorry, mate. Probably, like, raging at me. I really struggle to see these little bales. Like, I'm going to miss loads, right? But there we go. My old man used to love, I suppose he still does. Oh, what's that whiskey? I used to drink it in the war. VAT. Is it like something like VAT 69 or something? Oh, is that what it's called? It's got a yellow label. It's really bloody hard to find, or it used to be when I used to get it for Father's Day or stuff. I can't believe I've just remembered I've got a load of expensive whiskey sitting behind a PC. I totally forgot it. Because I used to use there's a little table here that I used to use and just had them all on there as like a display thing, just so they were out of the way. And then when my PC kept overheating, when I rebuilt it, I moved it off the floor and put it up there so it was elevated, and so it wasn't like on the carpet and everything. But in doing so, I completely blocked off my little whiskey collection. Yeah, VAT 69. I don't think it's like an expensive, like, fine whiskey or anything, but it's always been that was always one of his favourites. Singleton, yeah, I got a bottle of Singleton behind the computer. Yeah, I got Singleton. I like that. Oh, don't cock that up, Joel. Is that in France, Senza? That's mad, isn't it? Yeah, I can picture it, because he always had it on his, well, he's still got it ever since I was a kid. They got, what do you call them, like dressers, right, where there's a drinks cabinet in them. And my mum and dad had got, like, crystal decanters everywhere. So there's always, like, a whiskey and a rum and a slow gin and a... My brother makes his own slow gin. That's bloody lovely. Has anyone made slow gin before? I hadn't done it since I was a kid. Says a lot about my upbringing. But yeah, so I'm always used to seeing the sort of labels, but can't always remember what they're called. It's make me want to go digging behind my PC now. I hope they're still there. It's probably like 300 quid's worth sitting behind that. I just wanted to forget about it. They're all boxed ones or ones that people have bought me. My sister got me a nice... Oh, I can't remember what it was. Should I have a quick look? My sister got me a nice one for my 40th birthday a couple of years ago, and I said to her, I said, you know I'm not opening it, right? I'm just literally going to leave it and Dylan can inherit it. I love Johnny Walker Red, though, just as it's easy, do you know what I mean? Like, weekday night, I sound terrible, mixed with Coke, kind of easy drinker. I always like that, so I'm not a snob when it comes to whiskey. I never have been. If it tastes nice, I'll drink it. The price doesn't really influence me. That's Yanty, yeah. I heard a beeping in my ears, but I've got no alert come up. What was the beep for? Who there? Who there? There was a beep in my ears, but I've got nothing in my activity feed. Anyone know what happened there? Right, I just want to get one more bale on here. I love doing this with the old quad and the small trailer. A proper, like, I don't know, I'm enjoying it a lot. To the point where I'm thinking, do I really want this farm to grow that much? Probably not, right? Bits, oh, they now come through. I think we can safely say then, guys, that this is a bit of a Twitch issue tonight, because everything's coming through late. You heard the audio alert. So my audio alerts are done by a third party. So they obviously knew it had happened, but the Twitch chat didn't update for me until just now. Alan, thank you so much for the bits. Appreciate that, mate. Appreciate you. Johnny Walker and Iron Brew. Oh my God, could you get any more Scottish? I've not tried that. I'm going to have to try it. Johnny Walker and Iron Brew. Hell. That sounds like a drink that could get me drinking alcohol again, but I'm not going to. Just out of curiosity. Served with haggis for the giggles. Battered Mars bar for pudding. We love a good stereotype on here. Look at this. I know I keep banging on about it, but when there's like a farmhouse in the distance and a little small yard, and oh, I lost a bale there somehow, and you know, sheep on all the hillsides at different angles, that's gonna look nice. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, we're gonna build a little piece of heaven here. Why is it insisting on building it nearly as tall as the house? I don't know. At this rate, we're going to sleep in a house of bales. That'll be warmer than the tent. I don't know why I'm stacking it like that. I wish I could change it. I love how you said, Liam, that stack looks safe. Like anything I've done in this game has looked safe. Ever. Really? Does that really surprise you? So who's placing bets on me being broken for Sunday night stream? I don't think you get very big odds. Edinburgh's nice, but it's called Mini England here. Yeah, I must admit, when I used to go up to Scotland, I always felt very at home in Edinburgh. It felt like you were just in Manchester or something. It is very English influenced, isn't it? Or no one, everyone's friendly. No one wants to headbutt you. I'm joking, Killers. Yeah, Edinburgh's a lovely city. Yeah, I wasn't going to say. Glasgow's a whole different beast. Glasgow's a whole different beast. Unless you're called Liam, yeah, then you're just racking up bodies just walking down the street. Fucking Liam. Imagine having such an impact that you come in on one TikTok stream and you're talked about on Twitch a year later. Imagine having that impact. That's star quality, that. That's X Factor. How do you TikTok Liam? Yeah, I've been to enough football matches to know what that means, Kilted. My wife wants to go to Ayr. She's got a friend from that part of Scotland. And ever since, don't know if anyone's seen, there's a Biffy Clyro documentary that went out on Prime a couple of years back. And that starts on Ayr Beach, or, you know, the only thing I know about Ayr is the racecourse, because I was just brought up in football grounds and racecourses when I was a kid. I might be figuring this trailer out, guys. I've only just realised, because I'm not thinking about it, what I've achieved in that trailer there. The Headbutt King. Yeah, no, Ayr has always appealed to both my wife and I. We sort of fancied it. Like when I was a kid, the only bits of Scotland I knew were like Ayr and Musselburgh. Because they're racetracks. And then where were football grounds. But yeah, Ayr does look nice. So I'm not being myself. That's somewhere we're talked about going at some point on a bit of a road trip. Beautiful stack, Conjol. I don't know what's gotten into you tonight. Suddenly, I stacked the last 2 trailers like an absolute horror show. And then because I'm chatting away and not thinking, it'll all go wrong now I start thinking about it. Mad, isn't it, how the subconscious works? Someone once said to me, that's a load of bollocks, right, about what you do subconsciously. I was like, you're literally breathing and your heart is beating and you're blinking without thinking about it. I think there is some... there is something in the whole subconscious role. Unless you've gone your entire life having to remember to breathe. Yeah, that'd be cool, Ben. Ben on YouTube says he wants to drive that 500 coast road around Scotland. Do you mean like around the Highlands? There was one bit of Scotland I saw. Has anyone used to watch that Channel 4 programme called Hunted? It's got a bit shit now, but in the early days it was really good fun. Where basically a load of people go on the run. And a lot of it is obviously for TV and dramatised and that, but it's good fun to watch. And there was a bloke there. He was an idiot. Literally, I never forget once. There was one time I watched it, Liam, and someone hid in the holiday camp that we used to go on at Haven in Caister, which was quite amusing. And then there was another one that hid at Raw Dinosaur Park. If you've not watched this show, guys, I realise I'm not making any sense here. Oh, it's all got a bit wrong now, look. Yeah, this bloke, the only known ties he had was to Scotland, so where did he go to hide? Scotland. And they caught him in his lay-by, and it was so green and lush. It was like, it was really, it was a different side of Scotland I hadn't seen. It was right high up. It was really pretty. Yeah, my wife has always wanted to go to Scotland. I wish we'd done it before we got when we were in between dogs, because having a dog makes it a lot more complicated. But now, like Dylan's 7, I quite like the idea of us going on a big old road trip. He'd get bored as hell, but you could break it up, right? The same as like when we used to go to North Yorkshire Moors. We'd always stop on the way up. We'd go to Beverley when it was market day. Do you know what I mean? You do like little stops, break it up a little bit. I've got to say, I know it ruins the hat look a bit, but I'm enjoying having a break from the in-ear monitor earbuds for a while, because they hurt after 3 or 4 hours. These are far more comfortable. I'm scared to move my trailer, guys, which is why I'm running half a mile to pick up bales. Because I've actually made a nice trailer load there, and I don't want to ruin it. I've got a feeling the game will ruin it for me anyway. Because let's be honest, that's what it does, right? It loves destroying everything you love. What's everyone doing tomorrow then? On this hot Saturday that's coming. Not as hot as bloody Monday. 32 they're saying it's going to be down here on Monday. Oh, bloody hell. You booked a week off work. Nice. Well, it doesn't answer my question, though, Liam. It doesn't actually tell me. Oh, did you see that? This bloody game. I swear, four perfectly stacked bales just decided to exit my trailer. Frig's sake. Why did it do it? I had a lovely, beautiful stack there. And that's just like, yeah, not today, Joel. How dare you enjoy this game? I can't, and then I lose the will, right? I had a bloody beautifully stacked trailer, and now it's almost like bollocks to you then. You can't be bothered. You can't be bothered to make it look nice, because you know it's just going to destroy it every time. Must be heavy winds on the mountain. Do you see them bloody clouds moving? Because I don't. You see them trees moving? You got a month off on baby duties now. Nice. My work were quite good and meant I couldn't start my paternity leave until I needed it, which was quite handy because my son arrived in a bit of a hurry a couple of weeks early. He stopped growing, and my wife started getting preeclampsia and stuff like that. So I'm glad I didn't make any formal plans because that all went out the window. Oh, it pissed me off that. I had a lovely looking bloody trailer. And it's ruined it. Now look what it's doing. Take care, Sentiment. It's been awesome catching up with you, mate. It's been awesome. Thank you for coming in from the raid and sticking around. It's always good fun talking to you, mate. Have a good weekend. I don't even know what I did. I couldn't say, oh, I went too quick or I turned. It's because the bales are trying to escape the trailer. And somehow, whatever's going on with that, flipped me. This game. Please tell me someone else saw that. To be fair, we have found a bit of a flaw in this trailer, I think. It's alright if you stack a couple of things in it. But any more than that, and it's basically going to try and kill you. Everything on this farm is a hazard, from the ridiculously tall pile of bales we got going on. Everything's trying to kill me on this farm. I can only assume it's because them bales are all twitching to get out of the trailer. It's all it can be, I think. In theory, though, this should stack bales beautifully, right? It's the perfect size. And it just doesn't like it once you go over a couple of bales tall. You can't even get as high as the front board. I was going to call it a headboard. I don't think it's a headboard, but you know what I mean. It's annoying as hell. I thought there was another bale here. There was another bale there. I just couldn't see it. I do like putting them on the quad stand. It feels very cool when I do that. Yeah, I know it's got straps. It's awesome. I said to Miles earlier, I didn't know that was like a bonus feature. I think that was when you'd gone to feed the pigs. There's like a bonus feature saying I can load up the quad, because I love that. Especially for this save, right? Because this save is all about, like, field fixes and making stuff work, and... yeah, I like it. Oh, enjoy, Liam, mate. Enjoy. School holidays for JSB as well, right? Oh, sore throat. Who knows, that always happens with me when I have a break from streaming, even if it's only a few days. When I come back, the first stream I come back, my throat gives up after like hour 3. I didn't want to assume you were still with us. Enjoy that, guys. You going anywhere nice? Any different part of the world or just local? Welcome over to YouTube, Ryan. I also, Stan, saw that you can lower and rise the suspension. I found that out by accident, look, which is cool as hell. They see me rolling. They hate it. That's awesome, look. That. It's a nice bit of kit. I know it's like 13 grand, but I can see where my money went. Rutland Hall near Peter. I've not heard of that place. Enjoy. I didn't even know that, if I'm honest, and I have 16 hours on it on my save. In standard Joel style, mate, I find that stuff out by accident, right? I never actually know how to do the useful stuff. But even now, look, I've got 2 rows of bales in there, that's all, and they're trying to escape. That's going to be something with that trailer mod, isn't it? So we'll stick a couple on the quad and then we'll call it quits, because every time I load it up too much, it ends up crashing or flying out, look. Yeah, I do like it. It's a great suggestion. Trailer, that's mental. It's absolutely mental. I think it's too fancy for us. I've had that thought before going to them sort of places, mate. I wouldn't worry about it. I never forget, I went to a place. Where the hell would that have been? That would have been down towards Hatfield way. It weren't, though. It was more... it was like a hall-y kind of place. A bit like Dunstan Hall, you know, that sort of thing. And I was going out with someone at the time, and their dad hadn't really planned anything for their 18th birthday. And he was like, I'll book you a hotel room and just, you know, go enjoy the pool and blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay. And this place, I can't remember where it was. I think it was like, what's the county? I think it began with B when you go like inland. I'm sorry, this is terrible. I don't know why I can't think where it was. Like if you headed towards like almost Milton Keynesy kind of way. I don't know. It was out that way anyway. Or maybe begin with R. B or R, one of them two. I don't know how I'm going to see on here. Hang on. There we go. Look, you see easy. Easy old job. Lovely old job. Proper farming. And I had the same thought. I was like, oh God, and he paid for chauffeur in the car and all that, or valet in the car, sorry, not chauffeur and valet in it. And I only had this old banged up Peugeot back 206 back then, and I'll never forget, we spent like 2 days there, and the valet went to get my car, and he come back, and I could tell from his body language something was wrong, right? He looked like pissed off, and I was like, oh God, what have I done now? And we get in the car, and I'd left a bottle of old milkshake or something under the seat. It had been really hot that weekend. And the whole thing smelled like old milk. And I was like, I could not drive out of there quick enough. Because I was like, for frig's sake, Joel, why do you do this to yourself? You go to a posh hotel and you have valet service for your shitty old car. And they have to drive it round. Like, you must have been gagging. I couldn't work out why he'd opened all my windows. I was so embarrassed. I'm thinking you're never going to see this guy again, but oh my God, he must still think about that gig that he got where he had to valet the old Peugeot that smelt of rotten milk. Oh dear. But yeah, that was one of them old halls, right, where I had like coats of arms and stuff inside, and a golf course and spa. I can't remember what the hell that was called for the life of me. Can't even think of the county. I was only a couple of hours away. But yeah, that was not my finest moment. But you can't say I ain't lived a life. I told you tonight about how I had a piss shower at Reading Festival. Embarrassed myself at a 4-star stately home. So these things, they don't just happen in farm sim, guys. I do it in real life as well, unfortunately. It is what it is. Oh, nice, mate. Nice. I work in the NHS. We don't get such bonuses. Can't be that many more bales. I got a lot more grass off here than I expected to. I know the bales are only small, right? They're only 500 litres. Why it's measured in a fluid volume, I don't know, but... yeah, so just make sure you don't leave any old food in your car, Liam. That's all I'd say. Joel's advice for the week. Them straps are about as good as an ashtray on a motorbike. They do literally nothing to stop them bales shaking out. I know how you feel, don't get that in education either. So my place introduced recently, you get a £50 love to shop voucher after 10 years. And my wife went mad. My sister-in-law works in the NHS, my sister works in the NHS, my wife works in the NHS, but all in different trusts. And none of them did that. Ours done it because we had a staff retention problem. and yeah, I actually used it to pay for these headphones. I covered about half the cost of these headphones. So even when I get a bloody voucher, I end up somehow putting it towards the bloody streaming, like the idiot I am. We really need to get some more bales in here to stop this looking so bloody dodgy. Don't know why it's done it like so high. There we go. Right. So clearly we've got food for our sheep, right? That's not an issue. We've clearly got food for our sheep. Water is the concern. So I think we saw at the start of September it wasn't really going to rain. Yeah, look, it's not going to rain till 8 in the next morning. So we've got 5 sheep. Why have I only got 5 sheep? Oh no, there's 2 there. Jesus, I thought one had died again. We got... I thought I'd lost one of the head off the cliffside. They're all just throwing themselves to their deaths to escape my terrible care. So yeah, we got that's got low health. I'm guessing that's because it's just been bought. It hasn't kind of caught up yet. Because they've got food and water, right? What more do they need? Right. They got food and water, but we do need it to rain. Let's see if we can skip forward a little bit. Actually, we'll probably have to sleep, right? Let's sleep and see if we get some rain to work with. You two aren't going to have a domestic in my chat, are you? It's like when me and Mama Mod used to be on the channel at the same time. Well, we've survived it to month 2, guys. Do you reckon anything's going to die in month 3? Is anything going to die in month 3? We shall see. The suspense. Oh, God, we've got £866, but I can hear us raining. I'm not a religious man, but if I was, I'd be praising the heavens. Our sheep will drink today. Are they still alive? Yep, all 6 sheep are still with us, guys. All 6 sheep are still with us. Don't panic. They've actually got plenty of food and water, because let's be honest, there's not many of them here yet. Right, we'll give them a little tops up. Wet bile. Anyone for a wet bile? Moist biles served here. Oh, Christ, I accidentally put it back in storage. Go this way around, Joel. I tell you what, living in a tent ain't going to be so glamorous now, is it? Life is hard on the farm now, guys. It's wet and muddy, it's getting cold, it's October. The first chills of winter are starting to creep into the air. Soon we'll wake up with a little bit of frost on the outside of the tent, moisture on the inside of the tent. At least the bath will fill up, yeah. Oh, is that not going to come off? We'll stack it up then. We'll stack it up. They're obviously well fed. Who would have thought? Nah, that should go there. Oh, it just didn't trigger on the back there, weirdly. That's fine. We can do it manually. I don't mind working hard. If only our previous sheep had access to this level of food and water, huh? Things could have been so different. Things could have been so different. Look at that, it's filling up. 5,400 litres now. So we'll take a load out of there, but if it keeps raining like this, we'll have a nice little stockpile. Like I say, the only issue is when it freezes, we can't get the water out, or it'll come out like really trickled. But sometimes when it's really cold, it won't come out at all. Yeah, but still got 3,000. We want this rain to last. I've never wanted to rain so much in my life. So it's going to rain 8 till 10. That's alright. That's alright. 24 degrees in October in Scotland. What are they on? Nonsense. November's going to be 23 degrees C, apparently. Giants, they must be on crack. What the hell? 23 degrees in November in Scotland. Lucky if you get that in the summer. I feel like you shouldn't have to fill up water troughs when it rains. Just noticed that the land price on Saxingham is very inconsistent. I heard people say that before, mate, but I've not looked at it enough to notice. But you're not the first person to say that in chat. Lovely old job. Keep bloody raining. Keep raining. I need stale old green water to give to my sheep. State of this yard. We're gonna have to do something with this soon, but I ain't got no money. I mean, even if that's just to clear the grass and the hedges and do a little bit of a concrete pad, right? So I say my idea is that we'll have a gateway come through here, a little path come through here. This will be the yard, farmhouse up on the hill, and then there'll be a gateway and fence in here that's then open to Joel's Jurassic Park of sheep. I said Sax to clarify, please don't ban me. I learnt my lesson from that episode. I learnt my lesson. Alright guys, I think I'm probably going to wrap it up there. Because we've slept. We're in a new month of October. It's 8 o'clock. The sheep are fed and watered. We've got no money. But we've got food. And we've now got rainwater filling up in the pit. So I feel like a decision is next. In terms of where we go next on the farm. Do I start trying to clear some hedges and all that sort of thing? Bit of maintenance here and there. Do we look to find a bit of money somehow? But that all feels like something for another day. So rather than kick that off now, with only 15 minutes to go before our normal scheduled time, I'm probably going to wrap it up there. Plus, I've got a rather long day tomorrow. Guys, thank you for keeping me company. I really appreciate it. I hope you've enjoyed it. It feels like it was less chaotic than last Friday, but you know, we'd have our moments. We got to see Shelly again as well. Shelly was still, you know, trodding the old tarmac, moving stuff for us. Thank you again for keeping me company tonight, guys, because I would have been stressed if not tonight, just worrying about stuff tomorrow and how the body's going to hold up after the last week and all that. So I appreciate your company. Thank you for all the new followers. Thank you for all the generosity from all the people that cheered bits and gave out ridiculous amounts of gift subs tonight. Really appreciate that. I hope you have an awesome weekend. Enjoy the sun. Make sure you take care of yourselves. You know, Put your sunscreen on and all that, children. And I will be back, hopefully, health dependent, and depend on how much of a silly bugger I behave tomorrow, on Sunday night for Saxingham. If not, we'll do Saxingham on Monday night or something, all right? Until then, guys, take care. Thanks all for your company. Appreciate you all, and I'll see you all later in the weekend. Have a good one. Bye-bye.